And we are getting set for a good one. Again, both teams 4 wins on the season. Faulkton area yet to have a bye week, 4-1 on the season. Into this one undefeated at 4-0, and we will who both these teams have played here in just a second. And in season, Faulkton area again with the one loss, they come in and averaging 32.4 points on the season. Meanwhile, they are only giving up about 12 points on the season. Looking over, they come in averaging 44. They have had their bye week, but the one thing about Faulkton area, they have not allowed enough 20 points. So defensively, they kind of hone in there. Offensive, they're able to put up points. So you gotta imagine. Again, I know it's a cliche. I know you want to outscore the other team. I know they kind of hone in there. Offensive, they're able to put up points. So you gotta imagine. Again, I know it's a cliche. I know you want to outscore the other team. I know. Yeah, yes, that's not always as easy as it sounds though. But for a team that's only giving up 20 points, is that something you can rely on going into this kind of atmosphere?
Yeah, the defense is going to be something that you really can hang on. So, Faulkton's defense, all year they've been looking good. So we'll have to see what they do tonight. North Border's got a high-powered offense, so we'll see.
Both teams getting out for the finally find out who's on offense and who will be on defense to start this game. Again, key players to kind of keep an eye out on this game. It will be Derek Heitman and Tyler Ogle on offense for this Faulkton area team. Again, they have combined for 13 touchdowns on the ground, just themselves. 13 touchdowns between the two of them. Heitman, 5 touchdown passes on the season. On the other side, you got kind of a three-headed monster. You talked about Trevor Sumption a little bit. Zach Mueller, he's had a couple of touchdown passes in their last few games. Carson Coons, kind of that short down yard to get between the guards. He'll kind of that power back will kind of power you through here. And so both teams here, we're starting to figure out who's going to receive. And it looks like refs are kind of touching base with both teams here. And just waiting for the coin flip here. And it looks like Faulkton area won the toss and have deferred. And so it'll be Faulkton area going from right to left on your radio dial, and it'll be North Border left to right on your radio dial. North Border will receive to start this game. It'll be Faulkton area to kick off to start this game. So both teams here, we are ready to go. Again, it's Faulkton area 4-1, North Border 4-0. Again, playing in 2 different divisions, but I mean it's nine-man football. You got a lot of disparity in the sense that you play a lot of opponents, so you see a lot of different teams. And so this game, I think, will truly give a measure of where both these teams really stand this year. Yeah, 4-0 and 4-1 can be good, but it depends on who you've played and everything. So this game could be really a measuring point that kind of vaults you into the playoffs. We're kind of getting into the second half of the season here, so we'll have to see how this game kind of unfolds, if you will.
Yep, this is going to be a big game for both teams, North Border, they're a 9AA school. Faulkton's a 9B school, They both have a lot to play for, PowerPoint ranking and playoff, everything like that. So,
And so it'll be, like I said, it'll be Faulkton area 2 kickoff, and it is going to be Jaden Melius 2 kickoff for the Faulkton area Trojans. And due to some sun glare, kind of hard to see who's back there to receive. It is Sumption for North Border. He'll take it, and he is taken down right away at just about the 29-yard line. So out comes the North Border offense. So a nice little kick, gets it right in front of Sumption. Right when Sumption picks it up, he is tackled immediately. So North Border will have the ball, and it looks like they're spotting it right at the 30. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line for North Border to start this ball game.
Let's see how this Faulkton defense does.
And so North Border will come out and I formation. Tight ends tucked in tight. Looks very similar to how Mulbridge Pollock actually runs their offense in 11-man. And the handoff goes right up the middle. And that is
Carson Kuntz.
It was Kuntz with the carry. So he'll pick up about 6 yards on the first carry of the game.
Yep, North Border is running their traditional double wing formation.
So it'll be North Border back on the play again. Coons lined up in the backfield. Again, in that double wing formation. Mueller under center. Mueller takes the snap, and it's a handoff right up the middle to Kuntz again, and he chugs along for what looks to be close to 10 yards, about a 8-yard gain. It'll be first down. So right off the bat, you're seeing just that I formation, that double wing, and run it right up the middle. So far, so good. 14 yards on 2 carries.
Yeah, let's see if this Faulkton defense can stand up and get a stop.
Again, out in the double wing formation, kind of that I formation. And it'll be right off to Kuntz up the middle again and nearly breaks the tackle. Gets strung up by his waist. I'm trying to see who made that tackle there. Can't quite see it, but Kuntz running strong here early on. Picks up another first down. Gets about
like 11.
Gets about 10 yards on that carry. So Kuntz 3 carries, 25 yards to start this ball game. North Border coming out in that same formation, that double wing I formation. Kuntz right behind Mueller, kind of in that fullback position. He is listed as a fullback. That's right where he lines up. And this time they'll go outside to Sumption, and right there on the tackle is Faulkton area Asoff. What a kid. I mean, I was looking, kind of trying to do my research before this game. Haven't seen either of these two teams yet, but Asoff, he's averaging 13 tackles a game, so that's someone you're going to want to watch. That middle linebacker position, 9 tackles for the loss on a season. Well, that'll be his 10th tackle for a loss right there on this early season. Brings up third down.
Third and about 5.
Mueller has it. It's about the 48, 49-yard line. And he'll hand it right off to Kuntz, right up the middle. And it looks like he's going to be he's kind of right at that line of scrimmage.
That's going to be a close call there.
Let's Picked up about 5 yards.
And they did not give it to him.
And so he's going to come up just a little short. It's 4th down. They are in opponent territory. Substitution on the defense for Faulkton area as number 46, Tate Schulte, comes back in. And so it looks like North Border is going to try this. I mean, Kuntz, anytime you run it up the middle, he's picking up positive yards all night. Got to imagine that they'll go with him.
I think that's what they're going to do here.
So Mueller lines up in that Ian Mueller with the quarterback keeper and stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Where will they mark forward momentum? That's the question. This Faulkton area team coming off the field, and it looks like they have him stopped. It looks like he might have lost a yard there on that play.
Yep. That looked like Ace up in on the
and
tackle.
So that's going to be a turnover on down. So it'll be Faulkton area to take over. So after
bringing the chains out,
are they bringing the chains out? They are bringing the chains out. Going to measure this. If it is a stop, that was a great defensive stop by Faulkton area. Kuntz was running strong there those first few. And based on what I'm seeing right now, he's going to be short by close to a yard.
Yep.
Faulkton area, great job defensively. Going to bring out this offense now and see what the offense can do. Again, led by Derek Heitman at quarterback. They are getting the ball right at about midfield. It's going to be, the 40, 47, 48-yard line. Faulkton area comes out. 2 receivers on the right, 1 on the left. Got shotgun formation. Ogulon in the backfield in the hip, and it looks like it'll be Heitman set to take it. And he'll hand it right off. Nope, he'll keep it himself. Chugs ahead for about, 3 yards or so. Gets right to the 50-yard line. And so it'll be second down as Heitman and Olga kind of both in the backfield run that shotgun. You got a couple receivers. Gives you options, that kind of RPOs that you're starting to see more and more where teams will give the quarterback the chance. Hey, either if you see something, run it. If not, pick it up and hand it off or throw it even.
Yeah, you're getting a lot more of those athletic-type quarterbacks that are coming in that teams are going to now. You got to be able to throw and pass nowadays.
So offense will come back out. Heitman with Ogle on his hip. 2 receivers to the left, 1 on the far side right. And that North Border team surrounding the line of scrimmage is going to be a fake. And Heitman throws it and has his receiver. Gets a few yards before he's taken down. That is number 89. Got it back up. And so it's going to be Heitman out of the shotgun from about the 20-yard line. He'll get it. Throws it now near side here on the screen pass, up the field, and into the end zone.
Touchdown.
Touchdown at Faulkton area. And trying to see who that was. Was that Melius there with the touchdown
It was
catch?
number 84, Jaden Melius. Yep.
Jaden Melius, the left end or tight end as they call him here, that kind of tight end left end sort of mixture, gets it in, and that's good for about a 19-yard pass. So right off the bat, Faulkton area able to come down the field and score in just a matter of a few plays.
Well, that's a real testament for the offense for Faulkton area there.
And now we're going to go for the 2-point conversion. Heitman under center sends Ogle in motion, and he'll run it up the middle himself, and
it is good.
It is good. So 8-0 here early on as the Faulkton area Trojans take the lead. 6:40 to go in this first quarter. As you are listening to Star 99, again, the Star Scoreboard, Real Tough Farm Products for all your livestock handling needs, has Faulkton area up 8-0. You're listening to Star 99. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
The Dakota Utilities slogan, "In the community to serve," goes beyond providing safe and reliable electric and natural gas service. MDU and our dedicated employees are committed to the communities they serve, work, and live, just like the dedicated area students and coaches are committed to having the best season possible. Best of luck for a successful season to all area teams from Montana Dakota Utilities, proud to sponsor the area youth.
And back to Leola, South Dakota, as it will be Faulkton area set to kick off. It's going to be Melius to kick off after catching the 20-yard touchdown pass from Heitman. And on the kick, up in the air, nice kick end over end, and it will be Isaac Sumption to take it, fakes the handoff, gets upfield at about the 37, 38-yard line. He is brought down, so it'll be North Border taking back over, and it was Gage Carter making the tackle there. So after that first possession, you saw Kuntz, he had a couple of big runs. They kind of stalled once they got to the 50. We'll see if North Border can kind of come out and kind of regain that momentum that they had off the first few plays.
You know, I think what they should do, they should go back to Kuntz. He's been the workhorse so far this game. He's got, I think, close to 30 yards already. So we'll see what they do.
And so it'll be that kind of I formation, that wing-back formation. Mueller hands it right off to Kuntz, and the defense is ready. Nice tackle there by Trevor Boss. Right there, able to shed his defender and gets the takedown. So it'll be a long second down here, about 2nd and 9, 2nd and 10.
That was a good tackle right there. Just got low, got him right around the knees there. And I think that's how you're going to have to tackle Kuntz this game. You know, he looks like he's just been running so hard.
Big kid, Carson Kuntz, 5'10", 200 pounds. You got to go low on, got to go low.
Got to wrap up around those knees.
And so it'll be that kind of I formation, that wing-back formation. Kuntz in the fullback. Sumption goes in motion, and Kuntz gets the handoff, follows Sumption, and right at the first down yarder.
Looks like it's going to be about a 3rd and 1.
It's very close, so it's going to be a 3rd and short. That was a nice run by Kuntz. They're able to get up the middle. And Kuntz already tonight closing in on 50 yards rushing. So it'll be that I formation again, wing back defense kind of crowding around the line of scrimmage. Mueller gets set, has a man in motion. He'll hand it off to Kuntz right up the middle. Another big hole. Gets up to about the 46, 47-yard line. Good for about a 10-yard run there.
Yep. Again, they just ran the same play to the other side, and it's working.
Again, a lot of that power football. Yes, Faulkton area scored right away, but it's an 8-0 game. You have the run game working. No need to get rid of your game plan here early on.
Not at all.
So Mueller, he'll be back under center, that I formation, kind of that wing-back formation, and he'll pull that out, and he'll hand it off to that nice, big, strong run there. A little trickery in the formation. That was number 8, it looked like. That is Caden Hinton, thank you.
And that looked to be about
just about a 7, maybe 8-yard gain.
Yep.
Bear with us as we're trying to figure out the yardage here. They don't have the yardage from the 40 to 50. Kind of hard to see. They do have it. It's just kind of hard to see here.
See in the field, yep.
as North Border will come back out here. That was the first time that Kuntz has not ran the ball for North Border, or only second time Kuntz hasn't ran the ball tonight. So it'll be Kuntz lined up in that fullback position, and Mueller will hand it right off to him, chugs ahead, and it looks like he'll have just enough for the first down. A good gain of about 4 there. As North Border starting to mount a drive here, slowly and methodically running the football up the middle. You got Assumption and Hinton on the edges.
You got to keep what's working going, and, getting the ball to Kuntz is what's working, so they got to keep that going.
So Mueller now back under center, I formation, the wing back. Kuntz lines up in that fullback position, has Assumption on the right, and he'll hand it off to Assumption on the sweep, and Assumption trying to battle, and that Faulkton area defense just closes in. A good 3 or 4 of them around there. That was looks like number 34, Alex Asoff, right in the middle of the action once again.
That looked like a good loss of 1 yard there.
So Trevor Assumption, a rough go of it for him here early on. In their last game, he had over 200 yards alone. So look for him. They're going to look to get him the ball. A couple of big-bodied kids this North Border team has as Mueller lines up under center, has Hinton in motion, hands it off to Kuntz. Kuntz will follow Hinton. Nice block by Hinton. Kuntz gets to the outside, gets out of bounds. And North Border is continuing to drive here. They get it up to about the 20-yard line, just short of the 20, it looks like. Looks like they'll be marked about the 23-yard line. We have a flag on the play, too.
You know what North Border's doing. They can't do anything if Kuntz doesn't have the ball.
And there's a holding on North Border, so that's going to set him back about 10 yards. So a big run negated by the penalty. And so that's going to send North Border back by about 10 yards there.
On such a good run that they just had there, would have set them up in perfect territory.
Negates the big run, brings them from, it was about 1st and 10 from the 23. Now they got 2nd and long here, and I mean really long, back to the 43-yard line, so about 2nd and 20.
They got to get to the 25.
Mueller drops back, he'll pass it, has a man wide open, and they make up the yards right back. That was Mason Hines, number 32. And just on a nice little out route there, gets it up to about the, see where they spot this thing, at about the 19-yard line. So the pass of about
23
there. About 23 on the play. So Mueller, his first drop back tonight, positive yards, and it'll be Mueller under center now at about the 23-yard line. I formation.
Hand it right off to Kuntz.
And Kuntz barreling ahead, and he's close to the end zone. And are they saying he is? He's in. That's a 19-yard touchdown run by Carson Kuntz, and that puts North Border on. No, are they saying he was just short?
Short at the 3.
Oh, we had one ref that signaled touchdown. It looks like the other one's in, so it's about a 20-yard run for Kuntz. And so Kuntz there. Nice, strong run. So it'll be Kuntz on Mueller on about the 3-yard line, has Kuntz in the backfield. He'll look to spike it and now hands it off to Kuntz. Kuntz goes barreling down, and are they saying he got it?
He is in, yes.
Touchdown.
About a 3-yard run there.
Carson Kuntz, the 3-yard touchdown run, puts North Border on the board, 8-6. Faulkton area with the lead, 2:26 to go here in this first quarter. Again, the Star Scoreboard is brought to you by Real Tough Farm Products for all of your livestock handling needs. So North Border on the board, used a plethora of run plays, had the one penalty that brought him back, a big pass play to Mason Hines for about 23 yards, and now they're going for the 2-point conversion here. It'll be Mueller under center, I formation. And he'll keep it himself, rolling back out, trying to get around, gets free, passes it up ahead, and it's intercepted. So the 2-point conversion will not count. Great job by the Trojan defense there. That was number 46, Tate Schulte, with the pickoff there. So it's 8-6, Faulkton area with the lead. You're listening to Star 99, 2:26 to go in this first quarter, and we'll be back in 30 seconds.
Hey, all you fall sports fans sitting in the stands, listening in the car, or tuning in from home. I'm cheering right along with you for the North Border Titans tonight. It's your local florist, Caitlin, from Hometown Boutique in Eureka. When you want to send a special sports fan, player, coach, or team mom a bouquet of flowers, call me. Stop by and see some of my samples of sports-themed bouquets. Who said you can't sport your favorite flower? Visit Hometown Boutique in Eureka.
And back here as North Border fresh off the touchdown, 8-6 Faulkton area with the lead. North Border having the ball twice, able to score on that second possession. And what a job by Carson Kuntz there, 76 yards on the ground, right around 76, and a touchdown. And big play, it was the pass completion from Mueller to Hines there after the penalty occurred. So a couple of big plays, and now North Border set to kick it off. So it looks like it'll be Assumption to kick off. And back there to receive, that looks like Ogle on one side there. And kickoff will go to the far side, kind of short, and recovered by Faulkton area and gets up to about the 45. Good return there. That was number 36.
Gage Martin Moss for the return there.
Gage Martin Moss with the return. Nice return, too. Up to about the 43, so Faulkton area going to start in good field position. 2 possessions now back-to-back where they've actually had the ball in really good field position. Got to be able to capitalize on that.
Yeah, that's definitely going to help a team out. You know, North Border's defense really has to settle in and get going.
So Faulkton area, they scored on their last possession. It was 3 passes from Heitman, and that allowed them to get in. It was the big play to Melius that ended up getting them into the end zone. And so sun's starting to go down here. A nice crisp Friday evening here in September in South Dakota. Couldn't ask for much better football weather.
No, not at all.
So it'll be Faulkton area out of the I formation. 1 receiver on the left, and Heitman snaps it. He'll hand it off to Ogle, and Ogle gets free, gets around a defender on the far side, and gets shoved out of bounds at about the 35-yard line. Nice play by Ogle, able to break a tackle, gets it out. Good for about a 23-yard run there. So both these teams with pretty good running backs. You're seeing a very similar but yet different styles. Ogle and Kuntz, kind of those bigger runners, if you will, like to run. But Ogle, great awareness to be able to bounce that one outside around the tackles for the big gain. 2:10 to go here in this first quarter. Heitman now out of the shotgun. Receivers to the right and left. He'll hand it off to Ogle. Ogle gets it up ahead for about 6 or so yards there.
That was number 52, Riley Bush, on the run there.
Oh, that was Riley Bush. Okay. Sometimes the numbers are hard to see. You got the glare with the sun. And substitution now as Martin Miss will check back in for Faulkton area. And so it'll be a Faulkton area coming back out here once again to get set up.
Faulkton out of the double wing again.
I formation with Ogle right there, and Heitman will hand it off. Has a runner on the sweep, if you will, and that was Martin Miss getting the carry there. Falls short of the first down, so it'll be 3rd down from about the 30-yard line. Needs to get to about the 26-27. So it'll be Heitman, I formation, has a receiver on the far side. Heitman now hands it off, gets it to Ogle. Ogle tries to bounce it out. That North Border defense right there. It looks like Ogle may have gotten a yard. Might not be quite enough for the first down.
Looks like it's going to be about 4th and 2.
And so it looks like there goes Heitman, gets the call from the coach.
Be the perfect time to just run right up the middle.
Both teams, you're seeing it. Both teams now trying to convert on a 4th down. North Border earlier in the game, earlier in the quarter, were not able to. We'll see what Faulkton area lines up in the shotgun. Heitman with Ogle on his hip, receiver to the far side and near side. And now Heitman snaps it, and he'll take it himself, gets upfield, and gets to about the 24-yard line. That is good for a first down.
Looked like about a 5-yard carry
Heitman
there.
with the tough 5-yard run gets it into almost, not quite to the red zone. Almost there. Good run by Heitman.
Out about the 24-yard line. Coming to the end of the first here.
Just a few seconds, and it looks like that'll be the last play of the first quarter. It is end of one quarter played here in Leola, South Dakota, as the Faulkton area Trojans lead the North Border Titans 8-6. We'll have more football on Star 99 after this 1-minute timeout.
Are you tired of constantly checking your bulk tank gauge and worrying about running out of fuel? Worry no more. With CHS Northern Plains Automated Fuel Delivery, we give you the ultimate convenience. We'll monitor your tank levels, and when the refill signal goes, CHS Northern Plains sends a truck to fill your tank. Count on CHS Northern Plains to give you a dependable supply of top quality Cenex fuel and have it on hand at all times. For more information, give us a call, visit us online at chsnorthernplains.com, and follow CHS Northern Plains on Facebook and Twitter.
Taking pride in our community, involved here at home.
At First State Bank of Roscoe, we have served the area's financial needs for over a century, helping people realize their dreams of managing a successful farm or business or providing for a comfortable retirement. You can trust us to help you reach your financial goals. Stop by and visit us today at First State Bank of Roscoe with branches in Eureka and Bowdle. Member FDIC.
Start of the second quarter here in Leola as the Faulkton area Trojans look to add on to their lead. They have the ball at about the 24-yard line, as it will be Heitman getting the offense set to go here. So start of the second quarter, teams have flipped sides of the field, and so it'll be Heitman in the shotgun, has Riley Bush on his hip, receivers on both sides here. So Heitman gets the snap, fakes the handoff, throws it right down the middle, looking for the receiver, and throws it just a little too far, looking for Melius downfield.
Heitman took a shot on that last play.
And it looks like we have a flag on the play, and nothing wrong with trying to take a shot there. It's first down. You have the ball right at about the 20.
Yep.
And we'll see what the penalty here is. Refs discussing this, and looks like it's going to be a pass interference against the defense. So that'll give them an automatic first down. And we'll see where they spot it. So it's going to be up right at the 15, the 16-yard line. First down for Faulkton area. And so again, it'll be Heitman coming down. He has Riley Bush there, has Ogle. I formation, receiver on the far side. That's Martimus. And Heitman gets the snap. He'll fake the handoff. He'll bootleg out to the near side. Rushes in and right at the line. And touchdown.
Touchdown.
Heitman rushes it in. 16-yard rushing play on the score. And with 11:41 to go in the second quarter, the Faulkton area Trojans have taken a 14-6 lead. So now we'll have the two-point conversion try.
That was a good run by Derek Heitman there.
And so on the two-point, it'll be Heitman in the shotgun, has Ogle on his hip to the right. Receiver on the far side. Heitman with the snap, and he'll look to take it up himself. Right up the middle he goes, and that North Border defense, and he's still turning. What are the refs going to say? Refs close in, and it looks like just short. So with 11:41 to go in this second quarter, it is Faulkton area Trojans 14, North Border 6. Again, the Star scoreboard brought to you by Real Tough Farm Products for all your livestock handling needs. You're listening to Star 99. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
At Jensen Rock and Sand of Mobridge, we work hard together as a team to make sure all of your needs are met when it comes to your residential or commercial construction. Whether it's a simple pile of rock or an entire basement, our staff will help make sure that you get what you need and back it up with the service that we have based our business on. We want to take this time to wish the Mobridge Pollock athletes the best in the game and the season. Good luck from all of us at Jensen Rock and Sand of Mobridge.
And back to Loyola, South Dakota. Almost said San Diego there. Wouldn't that be nice if we were in San Diego?
That would be.
Got a good setting here. It's a crisp Friday night. It's feeling like football weather here. I gotta say, I'm enjoying this. It's a little cooler. It's still a nice kind of partly cloudy day here. Faulkton area with the 14-6 lead, and it will be Melius to kick off. And he puts a good boot on this one. All the way over to the far side. It's going to be Isaac Sumption handing it off to Trevor Sumption up ahead on the reverse, and he'll get up to about the 40-yard line. So a little reverse on the play. You've seen them run it. They've faked it a couple of times. That time they actually do it. Trevor Sumption able to get up to the 40-yard line. So decent field position. We'll see what they're able to amount here. They were able to score on that last drive they had. Carson Coons doing a lot of being the workhorse, if you will. 76 yards right about there on the ground, a touchdown. And so they scored on their last possession, looking to match Faulkton area, who has scored on both their possessions this ball game. So it'll be Mueller under center, that wing formation, double wing formation, and he'll hand it off.
Right off to Coons
right
again.
off to Coons, and he chugs ahead for about 8 yards.
Well, you know what they say, if it's not fixed, don't go away from it.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So it'll be second down, second and about 2 for North Border as they get set right at about midfield. And so, again, that double wing formation, I formation, Mueller has it under center. Yelling out the play to his teammates, scoping the defense. Now he'll snap it, hands it right off to Coons, and that Faulkton area defense is just right there.
Let's see if Faulkton can use that now to stop him every play, because they haven't been able to stop Coons yet.
And that was Nick Schlechter in there for the tackle, 6'4", 270.
That's a big boy right there.
That's some good size. That's what you want down on that defensive tackle position, able to clog up the middle, allows your linebackers to get through. It was right there in on the stop. So North Border now looking to gain a couple of yards there after that loss. Third down, Mueller hands it off. Coons right there, and he chugs ahead. It looks like he'll have enough for the first down. So chugs ahead for about 3 yards there.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to be short.
Oh, they're marking him just short.
Looks like it's going to be 4th and about 1.
So the rest on him just short of the 50. Looks like about a yard to go for this first down. So 4th down, North Border again facing a 4th down the second time this ball game. 9:40 to go in this first half. It'll be Mueller under center, double wing formation, that I formation has Kuntz right behind him. He'll hands it off to Kuntz. Kuntz chugs ahead, and this time he's going to get it.
It's like a gain of 4 there. And that's what you want in the game. You just want to keep chugging out. Gains of 4 are going to be good.
It's that positive yards. You want those positive yards. You want to make those third and possible those 4th down calls a lot easier. If you know you only have to get a yard, maybe 2.
Exactly.
A lot easier to make those 4th down calls when you only have to go a few yards. So that I formation, once again, double wing. Mueller under center. Has Kuntz behind him. The Sumption brothers off to each side, and he'll hand it off to Isaac Sumption. Isaac gets it up to about the 56-yard line, or 40.
45, it looks like.
There we go. Thank you. The 45-yard line. 4-yard carry on the play. Sets up second and about 6. So under center, Mueller once again has Kuntz behind him. The Sumption brothers on the wings. Mueller now gets the snap, and he'll hand it right off the middle to Kuntz. Chucks ahead for maybe 2 yards. So that'll bring up 3rd down.
Now I think it's going to be the time that you want to, if you're North Border, you want to do a little play-action fake here.
You've seen it. They've brought the wings around, a couple of those end-around kind of plays. But at the same time, third, you want to be able to pick up positive yards here. You don't want to lose yards here. So it'll be Mueller under center once again. Kuntz behind him. Got a man in motion. He'll hand it off to Kuntz, and Kuntz gets it up to about the 41, still short of the first.
Look like about a gain of 1.
Long 1, short 2. Brings up 4th down again, so North Border facing their second 4th down of this drive.
When you're in this situation here, 4th and 4, do you risk it and go for it, or do you want to punt the ball away and pin them deep? It's a hard call to make.
I got to think with the way that North Border's been running the ball this game, they're gonna go for it.
I think so.
Mueller under center, double wing, and it looks like we'll have a timeout. It looks like North Border wants to talk things over. Coach Van Tilburg wants to take a extra second or two to make sure he has the right play dialed up on this 4th down call. A big 4th down here with 7:29 to go in this second quarter. Faulkton area leads at 14-6. You're listening to Star 99, and we'll be back in 30 seconds.
Eureka Manufacturing in Eureka has been quoting your steel needs, large or small, since 1987. Eureka Manufacturing proudly supports our area youth. Tonight, they cheer for our students, athletes, and coaches. The knowledgeable staff at Eureka Manufacturing wishes you the best of luck. Go all out, all game, all season long. And whether you're looking for sandblasting services or you're in need of steel fabrication, steel quotes, fuel tanks, or farm and truck repairs, come see us, the friendly folks at Eureka Manufacturing.
Big 4th down here as North Border looks to set up the play that'll keep this drive alive. It's been a lot of methodical kind of plays. You get a lot of running plays. This team, they're very, very set in their roots, if you will.
You want to think North Border here is going to try a fast count, try a hard count here.
So North Border Mueller looks to set things up. Under center, takes the snap, and he'll drop back to pass it and completes it. Was it enough for the first?
I think so.
That was Hadlewick with the catch. And yes, they're saying he got it just enough.
Looks like a gain of about 6 there.
And so North Border will have it at about the 38-yard line. About a 5-yard, 6-yard gain on the play. So it'll be under center. Mueller once again sets up in that double wing, has a man in motion, and he'll hand it off to Sumption. That's Isaac Sumption going on the far side. He races down before he is met at about the 30-yard line, just short of the 30.
Gain of about 4 there.
Gets stopped at about the 32. So it'll bring up a 2nd down. Second and about 4 we got coming up. 2nd and 5, they're saying. So it'll be North Border again, under center, that double wing I formation. I've seen a few different football games here, but I haven't seen a team stick with this formation this long. And now nice sneaky handoff to Sumption. Sumption up ahead to about the 26, 27-yard line. And it looks like they're going to be
gonna get the first
just
down.
enough to get the first.
Like ball set about the 22.
A little trickery on that play there. Good play by Sumption, able to get upfield, and North Border now knocking on the door of the red zone.
That was Trevor Sumption's first positive yard play this game.
And that's got to be tough for him. I mean, he had a big game last week. He's had a few big games, so maybe that'll be just the right play to get that momentum going. So it'll be Mueller under center now. Gets things sets up, and he'll hand it right off the middle to Kuntz. We got a flag on the play. Kuntz still churning. And he'll fall forward at about the 16. And so we'll see what the flag on the play is. North Border earlier in the game had a holding play that drew him back, so we'll see what the call is here. It was thrown in that area of holding. Maybe a face mask even. Ref's talking to the Faulkton area Trojans, talking to Ogle over there. And it's going to be a legal block, I believe, is what that call was there. Chop block.
Yep.
So North Border, their second penalty of this ball game. Only the second penalty of the game. And so that'll bring him back about, it looks like it's, brings him back to the 35.
Like about a 15-yard penalty.
So they got a long way to go here. First and long.
There's been 3 penalties so far this game, all on North Border, for a total of 35 yards.
That's tough to overcome. So North Border will try their best. Mueller drops back to pass it and gets it up ahead, and that is Haddlewick with the catch. And he gets up to about the 29. So a good play of about 6 there. Mueller doesn't drop back much, but when he does, he is pretty on point. He is 3 for 3 tonight. And he's throwing for about 35 yards. Kuntz, he's the main workhorse on this team. 92 yards, give or take, on the ground tonight, 16 carries. Mueller under center, sets up, has Sumption in motion, hands it off to Sumption. Sumption cuts upfield, gets around a defender, and now gets brought down by Ogle at about the 20-yard line. So getting positive yards there. So it'll be 3rd down from the 20. Has 8 yards to go.
That penalty just pushed them back, and it hurt their momentum big time.
So 3rd and 8 from the 20. Need to get to the 12-yard line. Mueller under center. Has Sumption in motion. He'll hand it off to Kuntz. Kuntz right up the middle of the defense, right there and ready.
Like about a 3-yard gain.
So another 4th down call for North Border on this possession. A couple of 4th down. They've been able to fight through adversity. It's been impressive. They've been dealt with a little adversity, and they've overcome it thus far. 2 for 2 on this drive alone on 4th down conversions. So it's going to be a 4th down and about 7 to go. And so it'll be Mueller lining up under center, that double wing I formation. Mueller now steps back. He'll look to pass, and we got a fumble. And it doesn't matter who recovered it. It's going to be Faulkton area, and it's Melius who comes out of the pile with the football, and it's going to be Faulkton area ball. Great defense, great pursuit by the defense, and it looked like Mueller just kind of lost the football as he was being dragged to the ground.
You know, North Border did not need that turnover right there. They're down 14-6. You know, they got the opportunity to go down even more.
You know, they had a good drive move, and they had taken up a good chunk of play time. And they started on the 40. They were knocking on the red zone. Faulkton area now with a chance to extend their lead. 3:33 on the clock. Out of the shotgun, handoff goes to Bush, and he'll get up to about the 31. Good for about 5 yards. And so Faulkton area now, they can add to their lead and head into the half with an even bigger lead.
You know, like we were talking about pregame, you know, both teams have a lot to play for, and it looks like Faulkton has come ready to play.
Faulkton area 4-1 on the season. Their only loss on this season going against Warner 18-16 back in week 2. Sends a man in motion. Heitman alone in the shotgun. He'll take it, and he'll go right up the middle with it, and he is hit hard. Gets back up. Good defense there, swarming in, getting around the blocks, stopping Heitman for little to no gain there. So it'll bring up 3rd down, 2.5 to go in this first half, 14-6. As Faulkton area on top, and Ogle will check back into the game, and another substitution for Faulkton area. They bring in number 11, Wyatt Bush. Another receiver on the play. Shotgun formation, receivers on each side. Ogle on the hip of the quarterback on the far side. Heitman will drop back, looks to pass. Going far, going for Ogle. Good defense by Isaac Sumption back there, and it's going to be an incomplete pass. Great defense by Isaac Sumption, able to get the head around. You saw both players going for the ball, and that's textbook defense. You get that head turned around, you won't get called for that defensive pass interference. Gives you an opportunity to go for the football. Brings up a good a long 4th down, and a good defense there by North Border.
That was some of the best pass defense I've seen in 9-man football in quite a while.
And it looks like we're gonna see our first punt of the game here. Melius back to boot it away, and a good kick sends Sumption back, and the ball's gonna bounce, and Sumption's got to be careful there.
It's like
it's gonna be down to about, what is that?
10-yard line.
10-yard line.
North Border will take over on the 10.
Great punt by Melius.
That was
Booming
about a
kick.
60-yard punt in
And
total.
got a good bounce. The
Yep.
special teams unit was right there, allowed the ball to go further. And so North Border, they have a long way to go, but a score here could really get you that momentum that you need going into that third quarter. But you got to be careful of the football. You can't be too aggressive. But the way this team's shown what they like to do all night, you got to imagine they're going to keep running it. And so it's going to be that double wing back I formation. Mueller under center. And he'll hand it off to Sumption on the side, and we got a flag on the play. That defense, they're starting to figure out exactly what this North Border offense is wanting to do. You're seeing sometimes the fake up the middle. They'll bring the wing around. This defense is kind of keying in on that. They're kind of seeing what they need to do. They're anticipating, which is what you want to do on defense.
Yeah, the linebackers for Faulkton are really doing a good job at flowing downhill towards the ball. That's what you want to see out of your linebackers.
Looks like penalties going against the defense. So it's going to be against the defense, so that'll help North Border get out of the end zone area there. Illegal helmet contact is what I believe I heard. So that's going to bring North Border all the way up to about the 22, 23-yard line.
That was a 20-yard penalty right there.
So it's going to be first down and 10 from the 22. Mueller under center, 1:38 to go in this first half. Mueller steps back. He'll hand it off right up the middle to Coons. And stop for a few yards on the play.
Looked to be about a 2-yard gain right up the middle.
ASEP one of the two right there for the tackle. And so it'll bring up second down.
That's got to be ASEP's 5th or 6th tackle already this game. He's been everywhere.
He's everywhere.
For defense.
That's what you want from your middle linebacker, able to do everything, get in on the tackle, the losses, cover in defense. Got to be able to do a little bit of everything in that middle linebacker position. And so it'll be second down and about 8, and it looks like illegal motion on the offense. False start on the offense, so that'll bring him back, so make it 2nd and 13. North Border, they get something positive going their way, and then they seem to, that old saying, you shoot yourself in the foot with that kind of penalty. 53 seconds to go in this first half.
4 penalties on North Border for 40 yards.
0 penalties on Faulkton area, so you're kind of seeing a tail of the game right there unfolding in just the penalties. And so we'll see what North Border comes out to do. 45 seconds. They almost look inclined to just kind of let this clock run down to halftime. It will be Faulkton area who gets the ball to start the second half. Handoff goes to Sumption. He's got a crease. Nice stiff arm. Gets down and gets up to about the 39-yard line, and we got a flag on the play. Trevor Sumption just stiff arms a kid all the way over to Fredericks, if you will. That was a heck of a move. Trevor Sumption, I just cannot get over that stiff arm, and then gets down, gets the positive yard line. We got a flag on the play too. Illegal helmet contact, so tack on some more yards there. It was an 18-yard run, finished off with the penalty. So Trevor Sumption starting to get things going here a little bit.
That was about a 15-yard penalty.
So they're in opposing territory. They're in Faulkton area territory. We got a timeout as both coaches want to talk things over. 30 seconds to go in this first half. You're listening to Star 99. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
It's finally time for a break. Please pass the chips and my pop.
No, that's my pop and don't that pop.
Hey, I'll take my wings and a napkin.
Our deli solves mealtime, our snack aisles have something for everyone, and our beverage coolers are always ice cold.
Grab all your snacks for game time or anytime. Visit Drake's Place in Bowdle.
The game is coming back on.
Well, with 31 seconds on the clock, both teams here fighting hard before the half. North Border with a big play there. Trevor Sumption with an 18-yard run. Tack on another 15 yards through the penalty, so about a 33-yard gain there. And just when you thought they might be inclined to go into the half the way it is, well, you're in opposing territory, so you got to think that maybe dial up a pass play here. It's first down.
I think that would be a good idea with 31 seconds left. You want to get that score going into half.
And so they'll line up in that double wing I formation. Mueller under center. You got Isaac and Trevor Sumption off the wings. Mueller's going to drop back, and Melius right there for the sack. Melius in the backfield and a huge play.
That was what Faulkton needed right there.
Jaden Melius, he's been in the backfield all game too. Him and Asa both have been everywhere. And we got another timeout on the play as it looks like both teams want to talk this over. 21 seconds to go in this first half. 14-6, North Border on top, or North Border Trails. We'll be back after this 30-second timeout on Star 99.
Premier Equipment in Bowdle is proud to sponsor the Eureka Bowdle Patriots. If you want to do it yourself or need repair work done, we carry more parts than we ever have before. Hi, this is Lanny, and we may be the new kids on the block, but we have the experience you're looking for, with a parts inventory to back that up. And brands like McDonald, Haybuster, Brandt, Rouse, Harvest King, Westfield, and more. You may not realize all the ag needs we proudly provide parts and service for. Call Premier Equipment in Bowdle. Go Patriots! From all the guys and the staff, good luck.
Jaden Melius listed as 6'4", 210 amongst this defensive line. Comes into this game, based on the stats I had, he has 2 sacks on the season. We'll give him 3 right there. That was a huge play dropping North Border all the way back to the 45-yard line. So it looks like Mueller will come out in the shotgun first time tonight. Has 2 receivers on the far side, running back on his hip. Takes the snap, he'll drop back. Melius right there, nearly has the sack. Mueller able to avoid him. He'll toss it downfield and leaves it just a little short, looking for Sumption.
We've got a flag in the backfield.
How about that play by Mueller to avoid Melius in the backfield? Melius nearly came away with another big sack. And it's going to be holding against North Border, so that will drop him back even further. All the way back to their own 35. So at 13 seconds to go in this first half, North Border has a lot of football field to go here, second and long.
If I was North Border now, you got nothing to win here. Just go into half.
There's nothing wrong with conceding here. It's a one-score game. You're right in this. Get into halftime. Make those adjustments. Both teams will talk about what they need to do at the half to come out and win this ball game. Meanwhile, it looks like Mueller will set up under center, has Kuntz behind him, and he'll hand it off right to Kuntz. Kuntz goes up the middle. He's got a big run here and up to about the 48, 49-yard line. So a good, tough, about 18-yard run for Kuntz there. And that's going to end the first half, as it is Faulkton area leading at 14-6, and you are listening to Star 99. We'll talk some halftime numbers, get you set for the second half, and again, you're listening to Star 99, 14-6 at the half. We'll be back after this 3-minute timeout.
When I grow up, I'm going to
get my license and a car.
Go to college.
Buy a house.
Core Trust knows you have high expectations in life.
Start my own business.
Which is why we give you the personal attention and financial tools you need to make the most out of every day and every dollar. Core Trust Bank. Raise your expectations. Member FDIC.
At Mobridge Regional Hospital and Clinics, your health is our #1 priority. If you need medical care, then trust our team. Dr. Donald Lusick, surgeon, Dr. Travis Henderson and Dr. Josh Henderson in internal medicine. For family and women's health, including obstetrics, you can trust Dr. Robert Marciano, Dr. Matt Schaefer, Heather Olson, Leslie Graff, Karen Freeling, Candida Gehring, Jesse Norder, and Dory Voidy. Good luck, teams, in the game from our team to yours at Mobridge Regional Hospital and Clinics.
Teamwork is the key to success, whether you are on the football field or in your cornfield. Hi, this is Mike Kessel from Double M Crop Service in Bowdle. You can use my 15 years of crop insurance experience to have a winning season with your farming operation. Call me at 605-281-1551 to discuss your strategy. As a team, we can win. Double M Crop Service is an equal opportunity agency.
Discover the benefits of Turner Drug in Bowdle, your community-first, locally owned pharmacy since 1985. A pharmacist that knows you and your family, always ready to answer your questions and provide you with exceptional service when filling your prescriptions. Turn to the pharmacy that turns your questions into answers. Turner Drug. Good luck, students, athletes, parents, and coaches. From everyone at Turner Drug in Bowdle. May you have a successful sports season and year of academics. New Holland hay and forage products are the perfect match for increasing hay production in your operation. Premier Equipment of Eureka is offering great deals during the Perfect Match sales event, including 0% financing, cash back, and more on select New Holland rakes, mowers, balers, and material handling equipment. See Premier Equipment in Eureka soon. They're the perfect match for you. For commercial use only, customer participation subject to credit qualification and CNH Industrial Capital America LLC approval. Standard terms, conditions, and other restrictions apply. Down payment may be required.
So you had an appointment with a specialty physician and are cleared for 6 months. Great news, right? 6 months later, the weather turns bad, you have a family emergency, or you simply can't make your appointment. Now what? Thanks to telehealth and the interactive solutions provided by the Bowdle Healthcare Center, you can keep your appointment. Most specialty doctors' follow-up appointments can be done through telehealth, giving you peace of mind to keep that appointment. Telehealth is available through the Bowdle Healthcare Center.
Have you ever met Mr. Fix-It? When it comes to auto body repair, I hear he can fix anything.
Well, it's true.
What about a cracked windshield?
Yep.
Just a little fender bender?
Yep.
Okay, but what if it's a major fix?
I already told you, he can fix anything.
You heard it. For all your auto body repair, just call Mr. Fix-It. Mr. Fix-It will make your car or truck look like new.
And if you need a free estimate, Mr. Fix-It does that too.
Mr. Fix-It can be found at Art's Body Shop in Eureka. Art's Body Shop can fix anything auto body. Call Mr. Fix-It today.
Halftime here in Leola as the Faulkton area Trojans come into this one leading at the half 14-6 over North Border. However, looking at some of the stats here, it's kind of a tale of two games, if you will. North Border leading with time of possession. Carson Kuntz, he has 19-20 rushes by himself. I don't think Faulkton area has that many rushes as a team.
Nope.
And penalties a big factor in this one. North Border dinged for about 55 yards of penalties, and coming at those inopportune times, you get some momentum, you get a penalty that pulls you back. Faulkton area, their big thing, they've been able to capitalize off of a North Border turnover, off of those failed fourth downs. So Faulkton area, exactly what we saw, two teams, four wins each, and you're coming in and you're seeing a game that shows these two teams definitely have these records. It's not that neither team's playing that bad. It's just you're kind of seeing how these two teams got here. A tale of two different offenses. Faulkton area that kind of spread it out. We're going to hit the quick pass. We're going to get into shotgun. We're going to move you around. North Border kind of old school, if you will. They have that double wing formation, everything kind of out of that I formation. No tailback in them, but you got the fullback right there. So two different constructions of these offenses. Garrett, what do we have for some halftime stats? Let's start first with the visiting Faulkton area.
Well, for Faulkton, what I've seen here, quarterback Derek Heitman, he's really had all the yards for him. He's 3 for 4 passing, 39 yards, and a touchdown here. And then he's got 4 rushes for 24 yards. So he's kind of been their offense right there. Tyler Ogle, he's had a good day running the ball, 3 runs for 26 yards. Other than that, they've just taken advantage of North Border's turnovers. If North Border didn't turn the ball over and have all those penalties, it'd be a whole different ballgame. I think it'd be 6-0, honestly.
Yeah, it's definitely a low-scoring game. Again, coming into this game, both teams averaging video game numbers offensively. Faulkton averaging 32 points per game offensively. Meanwhile, North Border averaging 44 points. I mean, those are video game numbers that you have offensively. Yet it's the defenses that are keeping these two teams in check. Right now, both teams defensively are flying around. You're seeing ace up for Faulkton area, he's been in the backfield causing havoc. Melius, he had a sack. He's nearly had a few sacks. I mean, he's been a beast on that defensive end position.
He's been in the backfield quite a bit tonight.
On the other end, North Border, no real player that's really, it's more than that collective team, if you will, that's kind of stepping up for the North Border defense. Not one player, but you're seeing just a collective of team. I mean, you said, like we said, I think we'll go into more stats, but I think Carson Coons for North Border has more rushing attempts, has more touches than the entire Faulkton area offense. What do those North Border stats look like?
Well, Coons here has 19 rushes for 112 yards already. First half, those are really good stats. You know, people hope for that in a game. He's got that in the first half. Trevor Sumption, he had a big game last week. He's only got 21 yards this game. You know, Faulkton's done a good job at shutting him down, which was one of the things I was saying pregame that they had to do, was limit him. If they didn't, it'd be a whole different ball game. And then Mueller is 3 for 3 in passing for 35 yards, and he's only rushed it one time, lost a yard. So all in all, you know, North Border's offense has been flowing really, really good. It's just those penalties and that one fumble that they lost.
Well, we're going to go ahead and take another break. We'll come back, and I'll ask Garrett what he thinks both these teams have to do in the second half, what Faulkton area has to do to win this game, and what North Border has to do to kind of get on that comeback trail, if you will. Again, you're listening to Star 99, and it is halftime here on the Star scoreboard, the Real Tough Farm products for all your livestock handling needs. Faulkton area leads at 14-6. You're listening to Star 99. We are back in 3 minutes.
Hi, this is Tim from Kauk's Meat Market in Eureka. Reminding you, if you're looking to get your beef or hog processed by the end of the year, don't wait. Give us a call to get on our processing calendar right away. Our schedule is filling quickly, and with goose and deer season around the corner, we'll be taking on even more. Call Kauk's Meat Market at 284-5218. We provide quality meat processing, cut and wrap to your specification. You'll taste the difference. Kauk's Meat Market in Eureka. You can beat our prices, but you can't beat our meat.
Hey, all you fall sports fans sitting in the stands, listening in the car, or tuning in from home. I'm cheering right along with you for the North Border Titans tonight. It's your local florist, Caitlin, from Hometown Boutique in Eureka. When you want to send a special sports fan, player, coach, or team mom a bouquet of flowers, call me. Stop by and see some of my samples of sports-themed bouquets. Who said you can't sport your favorite flower? Visit Hometown Boutique in Eureka.
Taking pride in our community, involved here at home.
Teamwork, preparation, dedication, putting forth that extra effort that others won't. Sound like a recipe for a state championship? Actually, it's the approach at First State Bank of Roscoe to serve all of your financial needs. Good luck, Patriots, from First State Bank of Roscoe with branches in Eureka and Bowden. Your locally owned, independent community bank. Member FDIC.
Eureka Manufacturing in Eureka has been quoting your steel needs, large or small, since 1987. Eureka Manufacturing proudly supports our area youth tonight. They cheer for our students, athletes, and coaches. The knowledgeable staff at Eureka Manufacturing wishes you the best of luck. Go all out, all game, all season long. And whether you're looking for sandblasting services or you're in need of steel fabrication, steel quotes, fuel tanks, or farm and truck repairs, come see us, the friendly folks at Eureka Manufacturing.
It's finally time for a break.
Please pass the chips and my pop.
No, that's my pop and don't backlash.
Hey, I'll take my wings and a napkin.
Our deli solves mealtime, our snack aisles have something for everyone, and our beverage coolers are always ice cold.
Grab all your snacks for game time or anytime. Visit Drake's Place in Bowden.
The game is coming back on.
Premier Equipment in Bowdle is proud to sponsor the Eureka Bowdle Patriots. If you want to do it yourself or need repair work done, we carry more parts than we ever have before. Hi, this is Lanny, and we may be the new kids on the block, but we have the experience you're looking for with a parts inventory to back that up. And brands like McDon, Haybuster, Brandt, Rouse, Harvest King, Westfield, and more. You may not realize all the ag needs we proudly provide parts and service for. Call Premier Equipment in Bowdle. Go Patriots from all the guys and the staff. Good luck.
14-6 as Faulkton area leads North Border. It's both teams starting to get back out of the field, get their warm-ups going. Again, a thank you to all our sponsors: Premier Equipment of Bowdle, Core Trust Bank of Bowdle, Turner Drug, Premier Equipment of Eureka, Bowdle Healthcare Center, Arts Body Shop, Cowk's Meat Market, Hometown Boutique, First State Bank of Roscoe, Eureka Manufacturing, and Drake's Place. Thank you to all those sponsors for allowing us to bring you this game on air on YouTube. Again, don't forget to hit that like button if you are watching YouTube. Helps things out immensely. I love that we are able to bring you this game in every way imaginable. I know a lot of times it's hard to get to the game. Sometimes you still want to be able to watch it. Well, it's great that we're able to deliver the game to you in this way. Again, let's take a look at some scores from around the area, and then we'll go into kind of what these two teams are going to need to do in this second half to be successful. Garrett, what do you got for scores around the area?
Well, from what I've seen, Pierre is up on Brookings 14-0 at half. Other than that, from the area, I haven't seen too much. Looks like if you're a big fan of high school football, Bonhomme and Gregory, two of the top teams in 9AA. That's a really close game. I think it's only 8-6 at half. So other than that, I haven't really been hearing a lot lately out of what's going on.
It is homecoming over in the Harriet Selby area. Spencer Gosh on the call on that one on KMLO. He has mentioned that it is Linton leading in the second 22-14 over Harriet Selby, trying to spoil the Wolverines' homecoming. Meanwhile, over here, Faulkton area starting to get warmed up here before this second half. A couple more minutes been put on the clock as customary. Put those extra 3 minutes on the clock. Make sure the teams get out and get warmed up. From what you've seen so far in this first half, let's start with Faulkton area. They're the team in the lead. They are the road team. What do you think? What do they need to do? What do they need to sustain going forward in the second half to come out victorious?
Well, some keys for the second half for Faulkton is they just got to keep doing what they're doing. They're playing good ball. They're taking advantage of the mistakes. That's really all you could want in a football team. Their defense is playing lights out right now. Yeah, they've had a few penalties, a couple targeting, stuff like that. But that's all stuff that you learn from, and you just go on through the game and not let it happen.
And North Border, they faced some adversity early on. They had a few fourth down conversions. For the most part, they're doing a very good job on those third and fourth downs, converting on a lot of fourth downs. They do find themselves down 14-6. I would love to see the numbers to see what the time of possession is, because North Border they are controlling the clock right now. Carson Kuntz has been an animal all night with those 19 rushing attempts, but yet they find themselves down 6. What do you think they need to correct here going into the second half?
They need to fix their penalties. That's the big thing that's been killing them. They got down to the goal line, and they get penalty, push back 20 yards. That does it right there. That takes all the momentum that a team had, and it's just gone. If they wouldn't have had any penalties, I think North Border would be right there. It'd probably be a tie ball game at half. Just if they keep doing what they're doing, running the ball like they have, that's a key to success right there.
And again, it's only a 8-point game. It's a one-possession game, so it's not like you need to throw the game plan out the window. You're not down by 20 where you have to drop back and pass it every time. Again, Faulkton area is going to get the ball at the start of the second half, but again, you get to stop there. You're right back into your game plan. You're right back there. You get a score, possibly tie this up. And again, it could be a tie ball game after 2 possessions here. We're going to take one last break. When we come back, we'll have second half kickoff for you from Leola. It is Faulkton area leading North Border 14-6. You're listening to Star 99. We're back in 60 seconds.
Teamwork is the key to success, whether you are on the football field or in your cornfield. Hi, this is Mike Kessel from Double M Crop Service in Bowdle. You can use my 15 years of crop insurance experience to have a winning season with your farming operation. Call me at 605-281-1551 to discuss your strategy. As a team, we can win. Double M Crop Service is an equal opportunity agency.
Corn, cattle,
Soybeans.
Producers in our area raise a lot of different things.
hogs, wheat.
But for over 80 years, when they've needed to rise to a challenge or opportunity, they've gone to
Core Trust Bank.
Core Trust, my Core Trust banker.
for operating lines of credit, land, livestock, and equipment loans. Core Trust Bank. Raise your expectations. Member FDIC.
North Border with the kickoff to start this second half, and it was a good return by Martimus there as he gets down to about just short of the 40. And so it'll be Faulkton area to start this second half here, again with the lead, 14-6. They have been able to capitalize on some mistakes. They'll start at the 36-yard line, and it will be, like I said, Faulkton area to get things going. So it looks like they'll come out. Got Ogle in the backfield with Bush there. It'll be an I formation, receiver off to the far side. Heitman will start things under center here. And Heitman gets the snap, and he'll hand it off right to Ogle. He is met in the backfield. Taken down for a huge loss, and what a play.
Looked like number 52, Chase Haddlewick.
And Carson Kuntz was right in there as well. So a great play for North Border. Get that momentum here early already. Stop in Faulkton area. That is a 6-7 yard loss on the play. So Ogle, he's had a few good runs there. That one's not going to show up in the stats as a good one, but that was more of the defense doing more of what they should do rather than Ogle not having a good run. Ogle did everything he was met right in the backfield.
There was nothing he could do to get away from that.
So North Border, a little momentum. They already put Faulkton area in a long second down, and it looks like we have a timeout.
Early timeout by Faulkton.
Faulkton wants to talk things over. Coach Geddes is not happy here early on to start this second half. 11:05 to go in this third quarter. You're listening to Star 99, and we'll be back in 30 seconds.
Discover the benefits of Turner Drug in Bowdle, your community-first, locally owned pharmacy since 1985. A pharmacist that knows you and your family, always ready to answer your questions and provide you with exceptional service when filling your prescriptions. Turn to the pharmacy that turns your questions into answers. Turner Drug. Good luck, students, athletes, parents, and coaches. From everyone at Turner Drug in Bowdle. May you have a successful sports season and year of academics.
So out of the timeout, it will be Faulkton area with the football, facing a big second down here, second and about 16-17. North Border with a big play to start that third quarter. So it will be under center, Heitman, in the shotgun. He has a receiver on the far side, Ogle on his hip, and on the far side as well. And Heitman will roll out to the far side, tosses down, intercepted. And that is Isaac Sumption with it at the 42, the 30, gets down to about the 35 or 25 and pushed down. And that could be just what North Border needs to start this third quarter. Isaac Sumption right there down the middle and just awaiting the pass. And so it will be North Border football. Or do we have a flag on the play? Is that what I just saw there?
I think so, yep.
We'll have to see what the penalty is as the refs talk things over here. North Border just about to get some momentum there, and we'll have to see what the call is. Refs talking thing over. Isaac Sumption was right there down the middle playing the ball like he was a center fielder in baseball. Looks like it's going to be a holding. No, now it just depends on did it happen before or after the interception. And the holding's going to go against North Border, and it looks like it's going to go before the pass, so that negates the interception, and it's going to be Faulkton area football. So there's the penalty again, rearing its ugly head. So Heitman will have an under center I formation, receiver off to the far side. Heitman now sets up, hands it off. Ogle up the middle, gets it to about the 40 before he's brought down at about the 41-yard line.
And again, you see that defensive line of North Border shoot right through the line. They're getting very good penetration there.
Maybe an adjustment at halftime, something the coaches maybe saw that allows North Border to be able to get this penetration here early on now.
Yeah.
So that's going to bring up third down and about 5. So Ogle on the carry with about the 2-yard gain there. Faulkton area with the 3rd and 5, shotgun formation, double receivers on the far side, single on the near side. Heitman drops back. He's looking near side to Ogle. Has Ogle. Ogle, great play at the ball. Did he stay in bounds? No, he did not.
Incomplete.
Ogle showing great awareness, coming back for the football. Just his momentum, his speed just took him out of bounds. We saw a play like that earlier in the game that set up Faulkton area's first touchdown. It was the exact same play down on the other side of the field, though.
Yep, the big plays are really gonna win this ball game. I think North Border's gonna crawl back in this game, and it's gonna end up being a big play.
And so it'll be 4th down, and Melia sets up the punt. Nearly has the ball fly over his head, catches it, and puts a good boot on this one. Drops Isaac Sumption back to just inside the 20. Fakes right, goes left. Now another fake. Gets around another defender, breaks a tackle, and now he's brought down at about the 23-24. Good return by Isaac Sumption there, making a couple of men miss. And now it will be North Border. They have a chance here to tie it up. 9:57 to go in this 3rd quarter. And again, you don't have to abandon the game plan. You're down 8 points. It's a 1-possession game. It's close still. You got to make those adjustments at halftime. So we'll see if they change up anything on offense or if it's more of just kind of that scheme that they kind of change up.
You know, they come in with the game plan right away for the scheme, for what they see. I think they're going to stick to it.
As for how a game goes, you always have those in-game adjustments that you have to make, but you never usually make anything major. And now we have a man in motion as Mueller hands it off to Kuntz, and the one thing I like about Kuntz, he keeps those feet churning. He's always falling forward. He's never falling backwards, always falling forwards. He keeps those feet moving. I mean, he's just a tough runner.
He is, yeah. That's what you want in a runner. Tough to take down. So
that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10. It looked like he got stuffed at the line.
Not very often that Kuntz has failed to gain a yard in this game.
No, I think that's the 1st or 2nd time.
So it'll be same formation under center, and Mueller will hand it right off to Kuntz, and there he is falling forward again, gets it to about the 28-yard line.
So about a gain of 6 there.
5,
yeah, you see him
bouncing
off the tacklers there. That's a good sign in a running back there.
So that'll bring up a big 3rd down here in this 3rd quarter. Under 9 to go in this 3rd quarter. North Border trying to claw back into this one, if you will. So it'll be 3rd and about 6. Mueller sets up under center, that double wing formation, gets a man in motion, hands it off to Kuntz. He'll follow the blocker, and Kuntz not able to pick up anything on that one.
That was good showing by Faulkton's defense right there, able to step up when it mattered and make the big play. They haven't been able to stop him on 3rd and 4th down yet. So this is a good showing.
We still have not seen North Border punt the football tonight. Will this be the first time that North Border steps back to punt it? Mueller's back there. Mueller is the quarterback, so watch out for a fake here. A lot of times in high school football, the quarterback will be the punter, so it allows for those trick plays. Mueller this time just going to punt it away, puts a good boot on this one. Ogle calls for the fair catch at the 39-yard line. So with 7:56 to go in this 3rd quarter, it will be Faulkton area football starting at the 39. They have the 8-point lead. And after being shut down in their first offensive series of this half, they'll come back out and try to regain that momentum. Again, both teams playing great defense. that last possession, if it wasn't for a penalty, Isaac Sumpton had an interception that would have set North Border up right at about the red zone area. So
We
Faulkton
could have been talking about a whole different ball game here.
lot of different games within the game, if you will. So it'll be shotgun formation for Heitman. Receivers on each side and a run up the middle, and it was a direct snap to Ogle. My bad, direct snap to Ogle, and he gets it up to the 50. A good 11-yard run by him. So Ogle with the direct snap, kind of that wildcat formation. So you're seeing, again, two different offenses here. Faulkton area, more of that spread it out. We're going to try to give you a lot of different looks, a lot of different formations. Meanwhile, on the other side, North Border, they're kind of old school, that power I, that double formation, but it's that power I formation. That's kind of where the schematic comes from. And so it'll be Faulkton area now.
Faulkton comes up to the line. Again, they got that spread formation. Ogle right on his hip.
And Heitman will, and it looks like
a false start here. That's what it looks like.
And so it looks like right now it's Ogle and Bush in the backfield for Faulkton area. A little trickery.
Trying to throw off the defense of North Border. You know, towards the end of the half, North Border was catching on to what they're doing. So it's a good schematic for Faulkton area.
You have some good athletes there with Bush and Ogle in the backfield. Bush, he's carried the ball almost 30 times on the season for about 150 yards, kind of that wing-back formation. It looks like looks like Heitman is actually back in now, and Heitman's going to hand it off, and Heitman got smoked right in the backfield there. He was able to get the handoff to Bush, and Bush getting back to the original line of scrimmage.
Looks like Bush got about 8 yards there.
About 8 yards on the carry, getting him back to that original line of scrimmage.
You know, that's his first carry of the night. Faulkton really hasn't gotten him involved in the game too much. I think we're going to see a little bit more of that.
And so that brings up second down. So they got second and about 10 now. Taking about 9 maybe. So Heitman in the shotgun formation. He'll get Bush on his far side hip on that left hip, and he'll fake the handoff, steps back, beats the pass rush, downfield, and
almost
Melius nearly came away with a terrific one-hand grab.
An Odell Beckham-like catch almost happened there.
Reaches up with the right hand across the backside of his body, nearly brings it down. And, you know, for the duress that Heitman was under after that was actually not a bad throw. I mean, the defense got right through, was pressuring him. He actually put a pretty good throw on it, at least gave his receiver a chance to come down with it.
And, you know, Melius, he's 6'4", 210. Somebody that tall, that's all you got to do is just throw it up and make them and see if they can come up with the ball.
Throw it up and give him a chance. So it'll be third down and about 9 here. Heitman with it. Shotgun formation, receivers on either side. Heitman, he'll take it himself. Follows Ogle up the middle. Gets it up to about the 39, and he's going to be right there at the first down chain. And waiting for a signal here. Are they going to bring out the chains to measure this? And nope. First down, just enough. And 9-yard run by Heitman, and gets just enough to get the first down.
Now Faulkton's putting the drive together. We haven't really seen this Faulkton offense put a full drive together from in their own territory. You know, they've always benefited off of penalties and the turnover.
Yeah, I mean, again, when you're keeping your own stats, sometimes it's kind of hard to watch games, but it looks like Faulkton area still, as a team, less rushing attempts than Carson Coots himself. Under center, and now Heitman will pitch it out to Martinmus, and Martinmus gets it ahead for a few yards there, maybe up to the 34-yard line for about a 5-yard gain. And so Faulkton area, like you said, putting a drive together in enemy territory. 5:44 to go in this third quarter. Both teams keeping it on the ground for the most part this game. Again, Faulkton area, Heitman, he's good for about 10 passing attempts a game. He has 5 right now. Under center, Heitman has a man in motion. That's Ogle from the I formation. He'll fake it, bootlegs out to the far side, runs upfield, gets it up to about the 20 where he is right up there.
Yep.
Gets it to about the 20. So that's about a 14-yard gain. So Heitman now, he's showing the wheel. So Heitman and Ogle each have similar amounts of carries. They've combined for just under 100 yards rushing for the team so far. They do account for the majority of the touchdowns on the season for this team, too. So it'll be under center, Heitman to have it. I formation. Receiver spread out to the near side here. A pitch out to Ogle. Ogle tries to cut it outside, gets through a couple of tacklers, and down at about, looks like the 15, right around the 15-yard line.
Looks like they got him at the, 15.
15, so a gain of about five there.
You know, one thing you really, in 9-man, you want to try to get it to the outside, but you don't want your plays to go east and west. You want to go north and south with the ball. So let's see. Hopefully Faulkton can get that more.
4:45 to go in this third quarter. Out of the shotgun is Heitman. Receivers to both sides. Bush on his hip, and this handoff will go to Bush. And Bush up ahead for a short carry. Little to no gain. It looks like actually maybe he lost a yard on that one. So Riley Bush with a loss of yards brings up third down in the red zone.
You know, we were talking pregame. Both of these defenses have been amazing this year. It's showing right here, you know, two high-powered offense, but the defenses have been able to come through.
And so it'll be a shotgun formation for Heitman. Has his tight end Schulte out on the near side. He'll look up middle and overthrows his receiver. So that's going to bring up fourth down. So we'll see what you got to think that in this nine-man football, you see it a lot. You're in the red zone. This is four down territory.
Oh yeah, you're definitely going for it here.
Looks like was that Melius there that he overthrew down the middle?
Overthrew Melius.
Tough target to overthrow.
Yeah. 6'4", he stands head and shoulders above practically everybody on that defense.
So we'll see what the coach has dialed up for this fourth down call. It's going to be a shotgun. Bush on the hip of Heitman. It's Ogle out on the near side, two receivers to the top. Heitman now sets things up. Four-step drop back down the middle, looking for his receiver, and it's going to be caught.
Acrobatic catch.
Ogle with the catch. Right on the end of the end zone and comes down with it. What a play.
That was an acrobatic leaping catch over the shoulder.
Tyler
Amazing.
Ogle in the back of the end zone, able to come down with it on a long fourth down try. Talk about going for it all on that one. So now we'll have the 2-point conversion here. That was about a 16-yard touchdown grab. Heitman under center. He'll bootleg it out. Nope, he kept it up the middle. That was a great fake. Heitman had me faked out. I thought he still had it. Runs it up the middle. Does Ogle, and the 2-point is good. So that makes the score 22-6. Faulkton area on top of North Border. 3:51 to go in this third quarter. You are listening to Star 99, and we will be back in 60 seconds.
The new world demands New Holland. The proof? The 200 series skid steer loaders from Premier Equipment in Eureka. Your operation has ever-changing demands, and you can count on the versatility of New Holland skid steer loaders to get any job done, proving yet again man's ability to adapt to any environment. The Super Boom design provides maximum reach when lifting, stacking, or loading, and the wide cab makes getting in and out easier and safer than ever. Learn more at equipmentforanewworld.com or stop by Premier Equipment in Eureka today.
Be a part of the team at the Bowdle Healthcare Center that promotes the health and well-being of those served in the Bowdle Healthcare Center as they journey through life. Stop by or call Kirby Clefman to inquire about the great employment opportunities available at the Bowdle Healthcare Center. Be recognized for your professional services as you work to improve the healthcare experience for customers and the services provided by the Bowdle Healthcare Center. Your friends, caring for life.
Back after the touchdown grab to Tyler Ogle, 22-6 Faulkton area on top. Mealy is set to kick off, and he'll boot it right down the middle of the field, gets it to Isaac Sumption, and he'll hand it off to his brother Trevor. Tries to get around one defender and gets it knocked down at about the 35-yard line.
You know, other than that one good defensive play from North Border, they've really haven't done anything to stop this Faulkton offense. You know, this putting a lot of pressure on North Border's offense to really get a score now. You're down 22-6. coming to near the end of the third. You're not out of it yet. I've seen crazy things happen in 9-man. But, you gotta kick it in the butt a little bit.
You gotta feel
get
like
going.
the way this game's been going, that this is a pretty crucial point in the game. It hasn't been not a lot of possessions between either team.
Yeah, both teams are eating a lot of clock on their possessions.
So we'll see what North Border comes out to try here. Third quarter, about 3:42, and they're at timeout on the field. Is that what the call was there? Refs trying to discuss things over.
Looks like they're having an issue with one of the chains.
Chain issue. So bring out the kids some water here. Again, on that last play, I got to go back to it. Heitman had it. They had it about the 16-yard line. Ogle kind of ran just one of those skinny posts, if you will, right up the middle. Blocking was good, and Heitman able to find Ogle. Had to throw it over 2 defenders and placed it right in that perfect position where only your receiver could get. That's hard to teach at the high school level. I mean, don't get me wrong. These kids are talented, very talented. But to be able to have that kind of awareness, to be able to throw where only your receiver can get in, an Ogle with the footwork, able to come down, it was an impressive play.
That's a very good trait that the coaches have really worked on them for years now, coming up. Being able to make plays like that, 9-man, you don't really throw the ball a whole lot. You run it, as we've seen tonight.
And talk about being aggressive on fourth down, too. That was a fourth down call. Don't forget that.
Yeah.
So back we go. It'll be Mueller under center. That double wing I formation has a man in motion, and he'll drop back to pass it and nearly picked off. Looking for Isaac Sumption on the play. Had about 3 defenders in the area.
That was Aesop that went right over his fingertips.
And so we'll come back, do it again, second down. But there's North Border. You're starting to see that urgency kind of kick in, a passing play. And I mean, I like the idea. I do like the play call, but maybe try to find an easier play where you can kind of maybe get one of those quick passes, a quick slant or something.
Yes, that's
how they run
what
this formation. It's a little tougher. That I formation, double wing. Mueller sets up under center. He'll drop back to pass again. That's the play I was talking about. And there completes the pass. And that is number 32, Mason Hines again with the catch. He is brought down at the 45. Hines responsible for the lone touchdown for North Border. Or not the lone touchdown, but he had the play that set up the touchdown for North Border.
That was about a gain of 9 there. So we'll have third and less than 1.
Third and about 1.
I think North Border's here. They're going to pound the rock with Coons here.
I gotta think the play's going to Coons.
Yeah.
I mean, that's who I would run it to. That I formation, double wing. Mueller sets up, has a man in motion, and the handoff goes right to Coons, and he looks like he got just enough.
Looked like he did get enough.
Needed half a yard and got a yard and a half. So they'll set up at the 46-yard line.
They're going to bring the chains out.
Had a little bit of a longer yard than I thought to go there on that third down.
They're going to bring the chains out and measure.
Coons, though, with a tough run there, trying to do everything he can to get that extra yard.
That is a nose of the football short.
What was it last year in an NFL game? You had the referee that stuck the notepad in between the yardstick and the football to show.
They are respotting the ball.
Measure. So they're going
to
say he's just short. So Coons needed about a yard and 3/4. He got about a yard and a half.
Yep.
He needs that extra quarter here. They're going to come out I formation. This is a huge play with 2:45 to go in this third
Faulkton's got
quarter.
a 5-man line. They got their linebackers right up there.
One safety in the back for protection. Handoff goes right to Coons, and
they're
right there again. If the ball stays where they have it spotted.
First down.
First down. There it is. That's where it pays to have a running back like Coons. That big body can get that tough yard when you need it. You can rely on him every time. And North Border now trying to get this drive together. Again, 2.5 to go in this third quarter. They find themselves down about 16 here.
The offensive line of North Border did a good job of opening that hole there for him.
So it'll be Mueller under center. Double wing I formation. He'll hand it off to Sumption on the end around, and Sumption gets back maybe to the line of scrimmage, maybe lost the yard there. Isaac Sumption going nowhere. This defense all over the place right now. Melius, Asup leading the charge defensively. You got Schulte down there on the end position. Ogle, Boss, they've all been in on this.
You know, we were talking North Border has been a team effort. It has for Faulkton, too. You know, you got a couple of guys that have stood out, but really it's been about that team tackling, that gang tackling that defenses want to have.
So to bring up 2nd and 11, Sumption did lose a yard there. So it'll be 2nd and 11 from about the 45. Under center, Mueller has Sumption in motion, hands it off to Trevor Sumption, trying to get around the corner at about the 50, and a great tackle there. That was Olga with the ankle tackle. It brings down Sumption right at the 50.
Looks like a gain of 5.
Gain of about 5 on the play, so that'll bring up 3rd and about 6. Trevor Sumption with the positive yardage carry. Ogle with a great tackle at the 50. Sumption may have got the first down if Ogle didn't bring him down there. So we'll set this up again. Mueller under center, double wing formation. Kuntz in that I formation fullback position. Sumption goes in motion. Handoff goes to Sumption. That's Isaac Sumption with it. He keeps the feet turning, and forward momentum's going to drop, is going to leave him at about the 45, I believe. I believe they're going to be about a yard short.
That was good by Faulkton's defense, not to let them get any more yards there.
So it's going to be 4th and less than a yard. 4th and about a half a yard here.
Well, let's see if they can get that half that they need.
Again, they've had a lot of 4th downs. They faced a lot of adversity. They've been able to overcome these 4th down adversities. Here's another one. So Mueller getting the offense situated, and 6 seconds on the clock. Are they going to get this play off before the 3rd quarter? Are they going to start the 4th?
They're just going to let it.
All right, so at the end of the 3rd quarter, it is Faulkton area Trojans on top 22-6 over North Border. North Border with a big 4th down conversion on the way. You're listening to Star 99. We are back in 1 minute.
Have you ever met Mr. Fix-It? When it comes to auto body repair, I hear he can fix anything.
Well, it's true.
What about a cracked windshield?
Yep.
Just a little fender bender?
Yep.
Okay, but what if it's a major fix?
I already told you, he can fix anything.
You heard it. For all your auto body repair, just call Mr. Fix-It. Mr. Fix-It will make your car or truck look like new.
And if you need a free estimate, Mr. Fix-It does that too.
Mr. Fix-It can be found at Art's Body Shop in Eureka. Art's Body Shop can fix anything auto body. Call Mr. Fix-It today.
Hi, this is Tim from Kauk's Meat Market in Eureka. Reminding you, if you're looking to get your beef or hog processed by the end of the year, don't wait. Give us a call to get on our processing calendar right away. Our schedule is filling quickly, and with goose and deer season around the corner, we'll be taking on even more. Call Kauk's Meat Market at 284-5218. We provide quality meat processing, cut and wrap to your specification. You'll taste the difference. Kauk's Meat Market in Eureka. You can beat our prices, but you can't beat our meat.
Big 4th down here. Mueller lines up under center. Man in motion. Hands it off to Sumption on the sweep. He's trying to reach. Did he fumble? It falls out. Faulkton area jumps on it. Was he down?
They might have been calling him.
No, they're saying Faulkton area football. I'm not sure if it was a fumble recovery or if it was just didn't reach the first down line. Either way, what a play by Faulkton area defense. I'm just wondering, though, on that play, why don't you hand it off to Kuntz up the middle?
Right.
Why the sweep?
You know, they might have been trying to just fool the Faulkton defense a little bit. They've been going to Kuntz all game.
Maybe you're thinking maybe they're isolating on Kuntz and maybe can spring someone else free. Either way, a great defensive effort. Olga was there. Asup was there. And it'll be Faulkton area football here. 1st down. And it'll be a sweep over to Ogle now, and he'll get stuffed in the backfield for about a 2-yard loss. Faulkton area going the wrong way there to start this play. North Border, though, in the second half, it's that 1st down defense has been strong here in this second half.
Yes, it has.
The 2nd and 3rd down defense is where they seem to have struggles, but that 1st down defense, they've been stopping Faulkton area for a lots of yards on a lot of plays.
You know, they want to come out and set a tone with that defense to start the drive. but then they got to keep up on it, you know. They can't let them get another 5, another 8 here.
So it'll be 2nd and 12 after the loss of 2. Heitman in the shotgun, and he will go right up the middle, and he breaks the tackle, gets it up to the 40 to about the 39, 38. Good for the first down plus more. Heitman a little slow to get up. That was a tough run by him. Gets about 12, gets about 17, 16, 17 on the run.
That was just what we were talking about, that defense for North Border. They showed up on first down, but then they gave it up on a second.
Heitman with it looked like a design QB draw there. You saw, usually when you see that line already spring forward, you see him maybe plant that foot and go. A lot of times that means it's a design QB run, and really well executed, had good blocking. They'll come back out in the I formation. Bush and Ogle in the backfield, receiver on the far side. Heitman under center here. From about the 39, he'll hand it off to Ogle. Ogle breaks the tackle, tries to get through another one. Spun down, and it looks like it's going to be a face mask.
Ogle, you know, he just tried to overman.
And nearly did.
Defender, yeah.
That was Isaac Morlock with the tackle. I believe he's going to call for a face mask. So about an 8-yard run on the play. And tack on another 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 yards. Make that 15 yards on the face mask. So an 8-yard run, 15-yard face mask, about a 27-yard gain. And look at that, Faulkton area. Their huddle is so far back, they kind of forgot about that, to run up.
And, you know, it's the penalties for North Border again. They're at 7 now for the game. That really kills your momentum right there.
So it will be Faulkton area in enemy territory. They are in North Border area in the red zone from about the 16. And it's going to be Ogle taking the direct snap, getting upfield, breaking it out, and he will cruise in for the touchdown. Tyler Ogle from 16 yards out does it himself. 16 yards on the score and tacking on to the lead.
Almost goes untouched there, too. That just shows how good the offensive line is blocking and getting up to that second level.
28-6. It was a 14-6 game at the half in Faulkton area, opening this thing up in this late third, early fourth quarter. 10:19 to go in the fourth. And now for the two-point conversion. Heitman lines up under center, has Ogle on the wing to the left, has Bush right behind him. Puts a man in motion, and they'll look to power it up, and it looks like they're going to be stopped just short of the goal line. 2-point no good. So with 10:19 to go in this fourth quarter, the Faulkton area Trojans lead at 28-6. You're listening to Star 99, and we will be back after this 30-second timeout.
Hey, all you fall sports fans sitting in the stands, listening in the car, or tuning in from home. I'm cheering right along with you for the North Border Titans tonight. It's your local florist, Caitlin, from Hometown Boutique in Eureka. When you want to send a special sports fan, player, coach, or team mom a bouquet of flowers, call me. Stop by and see some of my samples of sports-themed bouquets. Who said you can't sport your favorite flower? Visit Hometown Boutique in Eureka.
Tyler Ogle with his first rushing touchdown of the game also has a receiving touchdown, accounted for all points of this Faulkton area offense attack in this second half. Again, 14-6 at the half. Faulkton area taking advantage of opportunities when presented, and now lead at North Border. It looks like they might have to get rid of that run game. They might have to start being more aggressive. You find yourself down by 22 here. You got to do something.
It's going to be a tough climb for North Border to do it, but anything is possible.
So Emilius back to kick now, and he'll kind of squib it down the middle. Isaac Sumption will pick it up, follows his brother, tries to go far side, gets around a couple of defenders, and gets brought down about the 35, 36-yard line. Ogle with another tackle there. And now we talked about ASIP a lot in that first half defensively. Now it's Ogle here in this second half. You're seeing it's a defense by committee, not one guy doing it all. ASIP definitely leading the team in tackles, but you're seeing all the other the role players, if you will, stepping up here.
Yeah, and that's a good sign to see, because as an offense, if you're game planning, you're going to game plan how not to make the star defensive player like Aesop stand out.
And so you're seeing a shotgun formation from North Border. Just the second time tonight we've seen, or second or third time tonight we've seen North Border in the shotgun. 2 receivers near side, 1 far side. And Mueller will drop back to pass. Throws it down the middle of the field and bobbled and falls incomplete. And receiver had assumption.
Yep.
He had his hands on it, just couldn't quite bring it down. Good defense, good coverage there by the defense. Great throw by Mueller, threading the needle, getting it right where he needed to.
You've seen the quarterbacks tonight really make good throws, which is a really good thing to see in 9-man football.
Mueller's drop back, he's thrown about 6. Heitman's thrown about 7. Correct me if I'm wrong there.
Yeah, yep, you're right there.
And so it will be North Border to do it again. 2nd and 10 now.
Oh, had a hold on the offense.
Holding on the offense, so that brought it back. And it will be, so that brings up a long 2nd down here. North Border being dropped back even further. So Mueller again in the shotgun. He'll take a step back, looks to throw it near side, has Sumption. Sumption up ahead and gets wrangled down at about the, right around the 25, 24-yard line. So 2nd and long from just a long 2nd down.
Yep.
So got a long 3rd down, or excuse me, that was a repeat of 1st down. So now we'll have a long 2nd down.
Looks like about 2nd and 20.
We'll call it 2nd and 20. 9:29 to go in this 4th quarter. You're seeing North Border, they're starting to up their offense, trying to be a little more aggressive here.
That's what they need to do.
Mueller under center now. Receiver spread out. Mueller drops back and nearly gets brought down. That could be picked off.
Intercepted. Ogle.
Tyler Ogle been everywhere in this ball game. Counting for the interception, and that was great pressure there off the edge. Gage Carter coming around the edge, forced the throw, and Ogle able to come away with the pick.
Again, turnovers, North Border's really been shooting themselves in the foot tonight.
And Ogle able to come away with a big play there at the 45. They are in North Border territory. 9-11 here. You got to think Faulkton area. I mean, you're seeing it. They were running the ball more, but you got to think maybe the dropbacks might end here. You got 9 to go. You want to take out some of this clock. Yes, you don't want to go too conservative, but you want to be able to protect the rock, if you will, at this point.
We're going to see Faulkton, I think, run it from here on out, I want to say.
So Heitman sets it up under center, gets it over. That is...
Looked like Ogle to me.
Ogle up ahead for about a yard, maybe 2.
You're seeing Ogle get more and more into the game, carrying the ball a lot more here this 2nd half.
So that'll bring up 2nd and about 9.
First half he ran the ball 3 times. Second half he's run it 8 times, and it's really made a big difference if you look at the way the offense for Faulkton has performed in both halves.
8 carries for about, if I can do some quick math here, almost 40 yards.
Yep.
So out of the shotgun, Heitman has Ogle on his hip. He'll give it to Ogle. Or excuse me, that's Bush.
That's Bush, and he breaks one.
Gets upfield and gets brought down at about the 20, the 18, 19. So, hey, you get Ogle off the hip, you get Bush on Heitman's hip, and you can't tell the difference. Riley Bush with a great run there. From the 44 to all the way about the
20.
18. The 20-yard line is where they're making them, so a 24-yard run. Good run by Riley Bush.
Good blocking as well for Faulkton.
So Bush will stay in at that running back position, or Bush will now go back to that fullback position as Ogle gets back into the running back I formation. Receiver on the far side.
You really got a 2-headed dragon there with those two.
Heitman under center now. And he'll hand it off to Ogle. Ogle trying to fight for a couple of tough yards. Gets up to about the 17, 16-yard line. Good for about a 3-4 yard gain. And interesting, too, with this offense, they have Schulte listed as their tight end, Gage Martimus as their receiver, yet you're kind of seeing those two interswapped a lot too. Schulte, they're not afraid to let him spread out to the far side.
Yeah, you know, you're going to see that a lot with these 9-man programs, that they've got guys that they can interchange. You know, they can have Martin Moss out wide too. So
2nd and about 7 here.
And off to Bush.
Gets it to Bush. Bush breaks the tackle, and he will run it right into the end zone. 17-yard touchdown run for Riley Bush. And Faulkton area just pouring it on at this point, 34-6. Come alive here in this second half. 7 minutes to go in this ball game. And Faulkton area now going for the 2-point conversion. And so getting the play in, Ogle will rush in with the play call. Heitman has it too.
You know, you see that good run. You know, he was practically untouched going to the end zone. Yep.
It's hard to eat up clock when you run the football when you have a gaping hole like that.
Right.
And 2-point conversion is up, passes a little far. Catch is made. Did he stay in bounds?
It is good.
What a play. What a catch. Was that Ogle again?
I think that was Ogle again.
Tyler Ogle comes down. What a catch. Tailback. He's looking more like a receiver than he is a tailback at times.
Yeah, you know, that's his second acrobatic over-the-shoulder jumping catch in the end zone this game.
So with 7:08 to go in this ball game, Faulkton area holds a 36-6 lead. You're listening to Star 99. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Fatten up your savings at First State Bank of Roscoe. We offer a variety of savings options to help you plan for a comfortable future. We'll examine your current financial situation and long-term goals to create a customized savings plan just for you. That's First State Bank of Roscoe with branches in Eureka and Bowdle. Your locally owned, independent community bank. Member FDIC.
A relationship you can bank on. First State Bank of Roscoe.
And so it'll be Faulkton area back to kick once again, really opening this game up. It was 14-8 at the half. It's now, 14-6. That's now 36-6. Melius will kick off, going right to left on your radio dial. And Trevor Sumption picks up the squib kick, gets it off to Isaac. Isaac now trying to get upfield, gets to the 35, kind of juking his way up to about the 37, 38-yard line. Isaac Sumption, he has some good footwork.
He does.
It looks very smooth. It doesn't look like he's really trying. I mean, obviously he's trying, but it comes natural, if you will.
Yeah, it really does. You know, he's got the footwork I've seen from him has been top notch tonight. So
North Border now back out on the field, down by a big chunk here. Now it's more about that morale, getting that morale back up, finding some momentum here. You're kind of starting to fight for that next game, build that momentum going in. They're possibly facing their first loss of the season here.
Yeah,
Mueller, he'll hand it off to Coons. Coons with a big stiff arm. Gets up to about the 50 and gets shoved out at about the 46.
Coons is hitting guys hard, too. He just went after Ace up there.
That's about a 12, maybe a 16-yard run there for Coons. We do have a flag on the field. Coons with a big stiff arm. You saw Trevor Sumption earlier with a big stiff arm, and that's going to be a holding against the offense. So that will be a repeat of first down. Again, penalty has been a tough go of it for North Border on that penalty margin.
Set them back another 10 yards.
So that'll make it 1st and 20. From the 30 to they got to get to about the 50. So 1st and about 17, 18 here. .6:51 on the clock as we tick down in this 4th quarter. Again, we'll name a player of the game at the end of the game. Got a few candidates in mind. Ogle's had a good game. Heitman's had a good game. We got to look at Coons for North Border. He's had a big game.
Yes.
Either way, still got plenty of time to play here. Mueller under center, that double wing I formation, and
looks like we got a timeout.
Timeout on the field. Coach Van Tilburg wants to talk things over. 6:50 to go in this ball game. Faulkton area with the lead. You're listening to Star 99, and we will be back in 30 seconds.
Eureka Manufacturing in Eureka has been quoting your steel needs, large or small, since 1987. Eureka Manufacturing proudly supports our area youth. Tonight, they cheer for our students, athletes, and coaches. The knowledgeable staff at Eureka Manufacturing wishes you the best of luck. Go all out, all game, all season long. And whether you're looking for sandblasting services or you're in need of steel fabrication, steel quotes, fuel tanks, or farm and truck repairs, come see us, the friendly folks at Eureka Manufacturing.
Back after the timeout, both teams drawing things up. Coach Van Tilburg saw something that he didn't necessarily like there, wants to talk things over, make sure you have every player on the same page. Again, not only are you fighting through the rest of this game, but you're fighting for that morale, that momentum to be able to vault you into that next game. North Border, they're undefeated right now. They could be facing their first loss of the season. This late in the season, you don't know what a loss can do with a team. I mean, these are kids playing out here, so you want to keep that morale up. So it'll be Mueller under center, I formation, double wing. He'll look to set things up, hands things off to Sumption. Sumption trying to weave his way up the field, and looks like he gets back to about the original line of scrimmage. So about a 9-10 yard gain there for Sumption. So that brings up second and about 9. And so it'll be North Border drawing things up again here. Again, that Faulkton area defense, it's been kind of a deceivingly good defense.
Yeah.
In the first half, I mean, you knew what it was doing, but you didn't know what would happen in the second half. I mean, they've been able to hold down a good offense to just 6 points. Mueller under center, double wing I formation. He'll drop back, looks to pass, has receivers, passes a little too high for Sumption over his head. It'll be third down.
You know, Trevor Sumption, another one hard to overthrow, 6'2". You know, like I said earlier, you know, just kind of head and shoulders above the defense there. So,
and going back to what I was saying about Faulkton, their point spread. I mean, again, they're only giving up about 12.4 points a game. No team has scored more than 20 on Faulkton yet this year. 18 is the most they've given up in a game all year. So it'll be Mueller under center. This North Border offense looking to put up a few more points here. And the handoff goes up the middle, and didn't quite see who that was.
That was Shalo Brockle.
Okay.
Number 26.
Comes in, so his first carry of the game. Trying to get some of those younger guys, those guys who don't necessarily play as much, that can be vital pieces as the season moves on. So it'll be Mueller under center, interesting formation, and that's going to be a legal formation. I don't believe you can have two people moving at the same time.
That is a false start there. So it brings them back another 5.
So that was an interesting formation, interesting look at the motion there.
Yeah, that's just a case of one of the guys didn't have his head in it when they were calling the play, and he didn't know if he was going in motion or not, so he decided just to go.
So now we'll try it again. It is a 4th down, and it is a long 4th down. From the 38, needs to get to about the 48. It's about a 4th and 9. Mueller drops back. He'll look to pass under duress and picked off. Faulkton area back the other way. Another interception for the Trojans. Trevor Boss with his first interception of the game, and that was doomed from the start. There was good pressure on the edge by Faulkton area. Mueller was forced to throw that one away, and it is Boss coming away with the interception.
You know, that's...
And so it looks like a lot of new offensive players coming in. And we're going to have a timeout. Coaches are going to talk things over. Alex Boss with the INT puts the Trojans with first down at about the 32. And we'll talk more about this game here on Star 99 after this 30-second timeout.
It's finally time for a break.
Please pass the chips and my pop.
No, that's my pop, and don't that pop.
Hey, I'll take my wings and a napkin.
Our deli solves mealtime, our snack aisles have something for everyone, and our beverage coolers are always ice cold.
Grab all your snacks for game time or anytime. Visit Drake's Place in Bowdle.
The game is coming back on.
Back after the timeout, there's 5 minutes to go in this ball game, and Faulkton area opened things up in this fourth quarter. It was 14-6 at the half, and they have gone on a scoring spree, dropping 22 in this second half. So North Border still trying to figure things out. Faulkton area in the huddle, and it looks like kind of that garbage time, if you will. Get some of those players in who haven't played. Got a couple of substitutions on the offensive side. Parker Gaditz in at quarterback here for Faulkton area. Number 10. And so he'll line it up under center, hands it off right to the fullback who gets whipped around. And let's see if I can get a number and a name for you there. Number 22 was that Leighton Weber on the carry. So a couple of fresh faces in for a Faulkton area. So please excuse me for a moment while I get these names sorted out here. And so we'll do it again here. Second down. Second and about 10. Gaditz will have it under center. I formation. Receiver on the far side. And Gaditz now with the pitch, gets it out to the outside, runner free down the near side sideline and gets shoved out of bounds. And that was at number 32, Simon Bauer on the carry, a 5'9", 130-pound freshman. So it's got to be useful to get some of these younger kids out here, these freshmen, these sophomores who may not see as much playing time, but they're going to need that experience.
It does a lot of good for these kids as well, like you were talking North Border. Well, it does a lot of good for the kids that are in for Faulkton too. It brings their morale up, They're getting quality field time, even if it is, garbage time, as you say.
It still can be useful. It's kind of that extra practice, if you will.
Exactly, yep.
And now the handoff goes up the middle. I got a light tower in my vision, so I can't quite see who got the carry there.
Just like Bauer did.
Was it Bauer again up the middle there?
Yep.
Yes, it was. Bauer up the middle there. So it's going to be third and about one. Or no, that's not right.
It's first and 10.
First down, okay.
That looked like a gain of about 3 yards
That's
there.
what I thought. So Bauer with the carry. And so they'll do it again under the I formation. Gaditz under center, I formation, receiver off to the far side, hands it off to the fullback. That is Weber again down the middle, trying to fight for some tough yards. And Weber, they have him listed as a 5'7", 145-pound sophomore. So you got some good guys to learn behind. You got Ogle and Bush, kind of your more seasoned veteran players. Got these younger guys kind of still in there battling. Got to think, but those are the guys that you're going to want starting in the next few years.
Yes.
So anytime you can get him this kind of game action is pivotal. You cannot simulate a game play.
No.
So it'll be Gaditz under center, I formation. Looks to hand it off. It'll be a pitch out to Bauer. Bauer gets upfield, puts his head down, and good tough yards.
Nice little cutback that he did there,
And one thing I'm liking about Bauer, you're seeing his hands around the football.
Yeah.
He's doing a good job of holding onto that football. He's getting playing time, and he's doing it right. You don't want to give up that football. You want to show that you have what it takes to play at this varsity level.
You're seeing the fundamentals that they have been taught. Always keep both hands on the ball. You want to cover it up, and as a freshman, that's a good thing to see.
So that'll bring up under center for Gaditz. Tries to get him on the hard count, doesn't bite, gets it out to Bauer. Bauer trying to get upfield. He tries to get around, and defense just swarms in on him.
Don't think they gained anything there.
No, and I think that was fourth That wasn't fourth
That was
down.
third.
That was
Yep.
third
This
down.
is gonna be
This will be fourth
now.
down. So a play that goes for about nothing there brings up fourth down. They got to get to about the...
Looks like about the 5-yard line.
Oh, right around. Yeah, it looks like maybe the 7, 8, 10, right in that range.
Sorry. Hard to see up here.
It is. And they're on the far side of the field. Gaditz will have it under center. I formation. Clock continues to roll down. He'll drop back, and wow, gets out of a tackle, and he'll run it upfield. Don't know if he really got many yards, but what an athletic play to break away from that tackle.
Just
that was
ducked out of it.
Caden Kallenberger running in for the sack, 6'2", 280. And Gaditz, who is listed as 5'8", 125, able to sneak out of it, using that leverage to get under the arm.
North Border, we'll see what they do with it. You know, they've got their second string out as well. So
minute 16 on the clock here, and it looks like we'll have North Border football. Down by a chunk. We got a timeout on the field, so we'll take a timeout with them. 36-6, Faulkton area on top, minute 16 to go. You're listening to Star 99. We're back in 30 seconds.
Premier Equipment in Bowdle is proud to sponsor the Eureka Bowdle Patriots. If you want to do it yourself or need repair work done, we carry more parts than we ever have before. Hi, this is Lanny, and we may be the new kids on the block, but we have the experience you're looking for, with a parts inventory to back that up. And brands like McDon, Haybuster, Brandt, Rouse, Harvest King, Westfield, and more. You may not realize all the ag needs we proudly provide parts and service for. Call Premier Equipment in Bowdle. Go Patriots! From all the guys and the staff, good luck.
Time starting to wind down here in this fourth quarter, as got a score update. Second quarter, Timberlake leads Lemon McIntosh 46-0. I'm telling you, Timberlake is the real deal. I didn't see him play early in the season, but I've heard nothing but good things about him. I mean, they've been beating down every opponent. I believe they have a pretty big game coming up in the next week or two. But Timberlake, they've been running away from every opponent they've been playing this year. So it'll be North Border football. Got some substitutions in as they'll run it right up the middle. Big run there, and wow, what a run. I believe is
number 10,
Isaac Morlock. What a run.
They've got him listed as a 5'7", 165-pound junior.
Gets it up to about the 34. That's good for about, what, a 24, 29-yard run there?
Yep.
And so they'll set back up under center, that double wing. Again, now North Border trying to get some of their younger guys some playing time, and it will be Morlock up the middle again.
9 yards there.
Morlock again, like you said, 5'7", 165. Both these teams, again, they have a couple of big players, but they're not the biggest teams in the world.
No.
But what they do have are just athletic playmakers, a very good-sized athletic football. Good IQ guys, guys that know how to play the game of football.
A lot of hard workers, both of them.
Again, under center now for North Border. It is Vincent Petrick in at quarterback now for the Titans. And that play goes back maybe to the original line of scrimmage.
That was Shalo Brockle. Gain of nothing. They've got him down as a 5'8", 150-pound junior.
Looking at both these rosters, they have a good mix of seniors, juniors. Both teams are fairly young. I think both teams are going to this isn't by no means is this a rebuilding. This is you're kind of in that group you want to be in. And it will be a run up the middle again. Here goes Morlock. He gets down to the 40. He breaks it out and gets it around and gets up to about the 25, and that's going to be the last play of the game as the Faulkton area Trojans come into Leola to defeat the North Border Titans 36-6. We'll talk some post-game numbers, get you player of the game, get things wrapped up for the rest of the evening, check some scores, all that good stuff. You're listening to Star 99, and we'll be back in 3 minutes.
Teamwork is the key to success, whether you are on the football field or in your cornfield. Hi, this is Mike Kessel from Double M Crop Service in Bowdle. You can use my 15 years of crop insurance experience to have a winning season with your farming operation. Call me at 605-281-1551 to discuss your strategy. As a team, we can win. Double M Crop Service is an equal opportunity agency.
When I grow up, I'm going to
Get my license. And a car.
Go to college.
Buy a house.
Core Trust knows you have high expectations in life.
Start my own business.
Which is why we give you the personal attention and financial tools you need to make the most out of every day and every dollar. Core Trust Bank. Raise your expectations. Member FDIC.
Discover the benefits of Turner Drug in Bowdle, your community-first, locally owned pharmacy since 1985. A pharmacist that knows you and your family, always ready to answer your questions and provide you with exceptional service when filling your prescriptions. Turn to the pharmacy that turns your questions into answers. Turner Drug. Good luck, students, athletes, parents, and coaches. From everyone at Turner Drug in Bowdle. May you have a successful sports season and year of academics.
Confidence is rolled into every bale with a roll belt round baler from Premier Equipment in Eureka. No matter your crop, weather, or storage conditions, you can conveniently adjust bale density from the tractor to maximize the crop value of each bale. That kind of flexibility, consistency, and productivity is why no one bales more hay every day than New Holland. It's a welcome sense of predictability in a world of unknown. Learn more at equipmentfornewworld.com or stop by Premier Equipment today.
So you had an appointment with a specialty physician and are cleared for 6 months. Great news, right? 6 months later, the weather turns bad, you have a family emergency, or you simply can't make your appointment. Now what? Thanks to telehealth and the interactive solutions provided by the Bowdle Healthcare Center, you can keep your appointment. Most specialty doctors' follow-up appointments can be done through telehealth, giving you peace of mind to keep that appointment. Telehealth is available through the Bowdle Healthcare Center.
Have you ever met Mr. Fix-It? When it comes to auto body repair, I hear he can fix anything.
Well, it's true.
What about a cracked windshield?
Yep.
Just a little fender bender?
Yep.
Okay, but what if it's a major fix?
I already told you, he can fix anything.
You heard it. For all your auto body repair, just call Mr. Fix-It. Mr. Fix-It will make your car or truck look like new.
And if you need a free estimate, Mr. Fix-It does that too.
Mr. Fix-It can be found at Art's Body Shop in Eureka. Art's Body Shop can fix anything auto body. Call Mr. Fix-It today.
And we're back to Leola, kind of wrapping things up here. Part of the post-game show. Again, Cole Havens here along with Garrett Young. It was a good game, 36-6. You know, it wasn't that lopsided until the second half as Faulkton area came out and dropped 22 unanswered points. Again, it was 14-6 at the half, but that Faulkton area offense, defense just kind of found their groove and just kind of kept going. A lot of big plays, a lot of big games by a lot of different players. Heitman stepped up. Ogle, you had Bush. Martimus was in there. Ace up defensively.
Yeah.
Again, have your middle linebacker play center and play both ways. A lot of these kids playing both ways at this level. A huge outcome and a big win for Faulkton areas. They improved to 5-1 on the season. North Border drops to 4-1, getting their first loss of the season. Let's look into some stats, would you? Let's start with the scoring drive. How'd the scoring drive look? How'd the stats look so far tonight?
So scoring drive, you know, we started off with Faulkton in the first quarter with 6 minutes and 40 seconds left. It was a 19-yard pass from Derek Heitman to Jaden Milius. And then the 2-point was no good. That pass was just kind of a little bubble pass that managed to go all the way. And then North Border did respond back with 2 minutes and 26 seconds left in the first for their only score of the game. Carson Coons with a 3-yard run. Again, they pounded the ball there. And then 2-point conversion was no good, so that left it at 8-6 at the end of one. And then coming up second quarter, Faulkton with the only score of the second quarter with 11:41 left. Heitman with a 16-yard run. 2-point conversion was no good. Brought the score to 14-6. And then we got into the second half where Faulkton just broke it open. Third quarter with 3 minutes and 51 seconds left. Derek Heitman 16-yard pass, Tyler Ogle. 2-point conversion was good, left it at 22-6. Then in the fourth quarter, Faulkton had 2 scores. The first one with 10 minutes and 19 seconds left. Ogle with a 16-yard run. 2-point conversion was no good. Brought it to 28-6. And then again in the fourth with 7 minutes and 8 seconds left, Riley Bush, 17-yard run. 2-point conversion was good with another one of Ogle's incredible catches on the night. Brought the score to 36-6, where we were final.
That happened to be the final. And again, what a game by this Faulkton area team. I mean, I knew coming into this one it was going to be a good game, but I just didn't really know what to expect. Again, still kind of familiarizing myself with the area, so please excuse me if I did have a few hiccups here and there. I'm still trying to get my feet wet, if you will. Nevertheless, it is a pleasure to bring you this game. Again, I'm glad we're able to do this on YouTube. If you're listening on Star 99 or if you're listening online, great way that if you can't make it to the game, we love you to get out here, but sometimes circumstances happen. You can't come out, so you get to be able to enjoy the game on YouTube, watch it at home, listen at home. But again, a great game overall. And again, just both teams back and forth they went. It was Faulkton area who opened it up in that second half. And leading the way, I know Heitman and Ogle had big games. What do you have down for stats for them?
Heitman actually went 4 for 6 passing for 94 yards and touchdown there. He also had some pretty good numbers rushing. I'd want to say he had about 50, 55 yards there. And then Tyler Ogle, 12 rushes for 75 yards. Going into half, he had 3 rushes. So they gave him the ball 9 more times. He caught a touchdown, caught a 2-point conversion, ran it in, and caught an interception there.
And really, then let's not forget about the play, too. It was in that first half, one of the first drives of the game. Ogle downfield, you saw his athleticism on display early. It was a pass right down the near side. I think it was about a 20, 30-yard pass, and you see him turn around, find the football, able to get the foot down and bounce, and falls down. You nearly saw the same play later in the game going the other way, but a huge play by him, too. And then let's not forget about the North Border offense. I mean, Carson Coons, he came out, I think in that first half, he had 19 rushes. The only reason he didn't have near 40 touches was because they got behind. What a game for him.
Going into half, he had 19 rushes for 112 yards. But this is a big kudos for Faulkton's defense, too, because in the second half, he had 24 and he ended the game with 120 yards. He only got 8 yards in that second half rushing. Trevor Sumption, sorry. He really didn't produce like he probably wanted to this game. He only had 7 rushes for 36 yards. Past couple games, he's had over 200 yards. So this is quite a bit of a downfall, but yet Faulkton's quite a bit better team than what they've done in the past. And then Mueller, he was 5 for 9 passing for 49 yards, but the big thing was the 2 interceptions. And then turnover battle, North Border had 4 turnovers, 2 fumbles, 2 interceptions. Penalties was also a big thing. 10 penalties for 105 yards. That really kills momentum, whereas Faulkton only had 3 penalties for 40 yards. So.
Well, it looks like we're going to take one last break. We're going to get your player of the game, get you any last scores from around the area, and then we'll get you home on your way. Again, you're listening to Star 99. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
All the action this Monday, September 24th. Tune in to ESPN Channel 21 as the Steelers head to Tampa and take on the Buccaneers at 7 o'clock. Venture Communications, your home for ESPN and Monday Night Football. Call Venture Communications today for high-def TV service and more. 852-2224.
All right, we've talked things over, and player of the game tonight brought to you by Venture Communications. If we have Venture Communications, let's hear from them right now.
There's Thursday Night Lights and all of the weekend highlights, but nothing beats Monday nights. With Monday Night Football and Venture High Def TV, you'll catch all the action this Monday, September 24th. Tune in to ESPN Channel 21 as the Steelers head to Tampa and take on the Buccaneers at 7 o'clock. Venture Communications, your home for ESPN and Monday Night Football. Call Venture Communications today for high def TV service and more. 852-2224.
And we talked things over. It's hard. There's a lot of players who are worthy of player of the game, but I think I got to give it to Tyler Ogle tonight. He was a beast offensively. I mean, there was, again, plenty of options, but Ogle, near the 100 yards rushing, he had a couple of spectacular catches, the touchdown, the interception, all over the place defensively, making plays. I gotta give it to Tyler Ogle.
I agree. Yeah, he was all over both sides of the ball, did a lot of good things offensively, a lot of good things defensively, you know. Like you said, there were a lot of guys deserving. You know, Aesop did a lot of good things on defense. You know, you can't forget about Coons for North Border. He did good things running the ball. So, you know, good, deserved player of the game.
Well, player of the game, Tyler Ogle again. 36-6 was the final, with Faulkton area winning this one. Again, some scores around the area last I checked. It was Linton over Harriet Selby in the third quarter, 34-20. Mobridge, Pollock, and Groton, they were probably winding down, but at halftime, it was Mobridge, Pollock trailing 8-12. So, again, we'll get you the more of those games as they go final. Andy Shu will have a recap of all the sports tomorrow in his sports report. So get you final scores then. Again, thanks to Garrett Young. I'm Cole Havens. Again, thanks to our sponsors tonight. Keys to Success, CHS Northern Plains, Premier Equipment of Battle, Core Trust Bank of Battle, Turner Drug, Premier Equipment of Eureka, Battle Healthcare Center, Arc Body Shop, Couch Meat Market. It was Hometown Boutique, First State Bank of Roscoe, Eureka Manufacturing, Drake's Place. Again, thanks to our sponsors. Without you, we couldn't do this. So you are a big part of our success, being able to bring you the game. Again, for Garrett Young, I'm Cole Havens, and I hope, and again, on your way home from the game, the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety reminds you, do not text and drive. Better left unread than dead. Well, have a great Friday night. Thanks for tuning in, and good night.